I think we're good to go. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I think we're good to go. What is this? Somebody's typing in my chat room. Let's see what's good with it. Who up in here early? Shout out to Bowcat. I see you, champion. Hitting that cash up early this morning. That's what I'm talking about, champ. You got that early morning shout out. Shout out to Bowcat helping the stream. Good to see you still out here, man. Press one. This is good to see these people still out here. What up with you, champion? Amanda's in the building. What's up, Tyron Crockett? What's up with it? My man. Hey, Elijah, what's up with it? My guy. See who up in here early. Shout out to the moderators, of course. It's a blessing to have my links and stuff posted out there. You know, I can get a bot to do it, but I mean, why? I don't like trolls and bots and all of these things. I rather just, if you fuck with me, post the link. If not, somebody else will do it. I ain't tripping. Press one. I ain't really tripping. Hit that like button. What's up with it, Royal Purple? Thank you for the continuous support on this broadcast. Shout out to C. Lewis. I see you. Let me see who out here from the road though. From the road, not all this extra shit. That's cool, but I got a lot of teaching to do. It's a lot of studying. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. And this ain't against nobody, but nigga, I'm not holding your hand this time around. A lot of people been around with me and they saw these little flicks before. Press one. They been here for too long. They been here for 5 semesters. Press one. You only get two. Press one. They be here for 5 semesters. Press one. Nothing. Y'all see Kev a jump on you. See Kev a jump on you and you ain't ready to go. And that's what I'll be saying. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. My phone lines stay on. They on for the first 10, 15 minutes of the program. Other than that, I'm moving on. Do not call me in my off time. Press one. Kev is free. He's free. He not on standby waiting on you. Press one. I'm in class. And I do this every day. I'm in class right now. 424-209-9506. Don't think I'm just sitting back waiting on your participation. I'm not. No, man. No, no, no. We did that. We did that already. It's up to you if you want to know. I'm not here to help you ask questions. Come on, that's come on. If the war was information, which it is, black men, y'all have let these sisters down big time. If your aim is to know God and know His law and know what kingdom is in effect right now, then you just daydreaming. You just trying to press one to be down, and that's cool. But I'm not. This ain't Press One University. This Cavro University. So yeah, you got to show yourself approved. The Bible even say that. Study to show yourself approved. And I ain't talking to the ladies. I'm talking to the fellas. Press one. I'm watching these dating shows. And you know what they saying on the dating shows, fellas? You know what they saying? God-fearing man who's not afraid to lead. And you can't lead without God, without no foundation. You can't bring a woman out of horoscopes and this one and the treacheries of the world if your foundation is on sand, on quicksand. The females don't seen it all. Press one. That's the thing about it. They've been out here. The females, they don't seen it all and heard it all. They ain't heard this. That's the thing about it. You can't copy this. There's no carbon copy of Kevin Gillespie. Press one. You can't take this. This ain't no style you can put on your motherfucking head. This ain't no cool way to get muscles or shave your beard. This knowledge and wisdom. Yeah, you got to come correct here at Cairo University. There ain't no reason for you to be here. Press one. Or there's no reason for you to even be here. If you just here just to, that's a attention deficit disorder. I got that. I mean, these people do that shit all day on every YouTube page. But we talking about, see, that's how I know people really lost their way with God. I mean, when it's simple as something with men asking basic questions so they in them lives, in their own lives, could build the confidence to speak like that. You feel me? To speak like that. I'm a man just like you. Press what? Or at some point in time, nigga, you gotta come out of that phase. I'm afraid. This ain't nobody can see you. You can't be afraid to speak truth to power. And that's what the rappers been saying. So niggas, I realize niggas rather daydream Just like they say the women do, the niggas rather live in a daydream and be afraid to use the one weapon God gave them, which is truth. They vocal cords. Press one. You ain't just meant to be singing around, bobbing your head, using your dance moves for nothing, just for the sake of, look at me. I can dance. My legs wiggle around like a bitch. Press one. And just wiggle around. You wake up just doing dances, all playing all damn day. Press one. That's why I try to get up early as I can and hit y'all with the truth. You in a war with UCC, and you got to realize there's three different laws that's governed here. Prince, when you ain't noticed that yet, you just a slave, just bobbing your head, spandex. All spandex ass niggas. Press one caught up with the glitz and glamour of Atlanta or something. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Blueface and his girlfriend. I don't know. Maybe it's this YSL snitching. I don't know. I don't know. Because you ain't thinking about the Epsteins and Biden, and you ain't thinking about nothing for real. You know? No lie, I've been listening to you for 2 videos and a lot of info. Forget 2 videos, Skywalker. I got a whole treasure box full of information. You just dive right on in. You just dive right on in. You got all type of laws. Press one. And we stuck in a law that makes us criminals. So we fighting our whole life to decriminalize our damn self rather than grow the fuck up. Stop all this we shit. Ain't no we in heaven. But one is you or it's not. And your homeboy ain't got shit to do with your life. Press one. Nothing. Yeah, look at your homeboy right over there. That nigga ain't got shit. Look at him and say, you ain't got nothing to do with my life. Nothing. It's up to me. It's up to me. And most men, especially black men, I'm seeing a flaw. I'm seeing a lot of flaws. You know, it's okay that we, late to the party and all, but nigga, turn the music on and get your brain ready. You late to the party and all. But if it was a King Von song or any, you be right like you been there the whole time. You can't waste your life, nigga, not knowing nothing. Dead to reality. Dead black. Just dead in law and not knowing how you could have became free. Just right there, just living to get by. We all raised by women. That don't mean I got the same philosophy about God as my mama and them. That don't mean I think the same as them. We all got the same mamas and aunties, though. But as men, you got to go out there, Simba, and let life teach you a few things. Press one, you got to let life get off your 4 corners and get off these. I'm looking for a relationship in my town. Oh, bro, niggas got to really get themselves together mentally before they can even date any damn body. You niggas is really just backward. I know y'all didn't come here this morning to get condemned, but this is what I got. It's me every day. And a lot of people do. They come here to get yelled at because they ain't got no fathers or nothing at home. I like this shit. This nigga say some truth. We need, sit your retarded ass down. But you say, get off the porch. That's why niggas be like, Kev, what you, bro? I told y'all for my whole time on the run, I kept telling niggas, bro, I'm not the type of nigga to sit around 4 corners and think I'm doing something. I fly, bro. I fly, G. You know what I'm saying? And the people I need around me needs to fly. They got to know how to fly. If not, jumping only gets you so far. It's like a little bird that fly for a little bit, get distracted. Press one. You know what I learned? I learned they don't use Rottweilers anymore in canine units. You know why? Because Rottweilers, although they're very smart and aggressive and mean looking, these motherfuckers got a bad habit of chasing people or going after cadaver and bodies and shit, getting distracted by butterflies and weird hummingbirds instead of staying focused on the prize. So one thing they noticed is these Rottweilers are, though very powerful and can stop any damn thing, boy, last thing we need is to get so far, so close to the criminal and the butterfly get your goddamn attention. You way back over there. Press one. I learned that. Motherfucking butterfly, I keep telling y'all, Don't look up there at the ABCs and 1, 2, 3 in this classroom. Don't be up there looking at the presidents. Google it. They're not real presidents anyway. Those are occupying foreigners. Press 1. Don't be looking at the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s and how to write them in cursive. Lord, we've been through this. Don't be looking around looking for people to mess with because you can't pay attention. Don't be trying to pretend you waiting on me and you ain't got nothing to talk about. I got 4 years of talk about something on this channel. Press 1. 4 years. Knowledge and wisdom and shit to go back on, and I'm not holding your hand. Oh no, I'm not available. No. I'm available before class right here, 424 in front of everybody. No, I'm not available after hours. I'm free. I'm tired. After all this brain power, press 1. You think I got time to sit up there and listen to every story that comes out? Uh-uh. Uh-uh. That's gonna distract me from what I'm doing. You thinking I worked on this today. No, this was worked on 2 days ago. And I'm moving on to 2 days from now. Looking ahead. From right here, right now, this second. At 10:47 on the East Coast. When I'm finished with this live stream, trust me, it's already a stream ready to go tomorrow morning. That's how I get down. It's already ready. I'm not the one who needs this information. You do. Don't trouble me. I don't need it. The professor don't need the information. You do. That's why I'm here. Press 1. Ain't no pretending with this. I know a lot of people just want to be down just to be down. And that's cool because I get our community. This ain't that classroom, though. This ain't that classroom. They running from the most important law history instructed life book, the scriptures, the Bible. Yeah, what they call the Bible, which is that is the greatest law book, but it is also a real legal Levitical book in which this nation was founded on. So it's important that you understand how to get back to God and the law instead of daydreaming. Coffee and Kush TV, you're on the air. What up? Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me get you on. Let me see who this is. Oh, said. This said? Let me see who this is. Coffee and Kush, you on the air? What up? Oh shit. Hold up, Taj. Let me plug this up. Yeah, I'm trying to get people to call in the first 10, 15 minutes, questions, whatever that they want, so I can move on. I got a great video to show the class, Taj. They gonna trip the fuck out. They gonna trip out. Just hold on there a second, Taj. One second. I'm still logging you in, but I know exactly what you're talking about. All right. So what's your question? What?
It don't quite all the way set in for me. And I know the more and more I study and the deeper I get into it, I am going to come into my own understanding. But yeah, it's just a
So
little
you
bit
so
more
you so
confusing.
so so what's confusing to you again? What is it again?
The Sister QB.
All right. And talk to the people about what that is and what you having a problem with. Go ahead.
All right, so from what I'm understanding with the Sister QV, and I'm really calling for clarification. Um, it seems like and tell me if I'm wrong. It seems like it's the merging of a real person and like an artificial person, and them holding the real person accountable and using, and that's the part I'm confused on. They're using something and they're creating accounts off of
every individual
and making you the debtor, or making me the debtor per se. Am I going down the right path? Am I understanding that correctly?
Well, you talked about a merger between the straw man and the artificial man and the real man,
Mm-hmm.
and then creating accounts from that. Go ahead. You go ahead. This is your time. I mean,
No,
was we talking about this yesterday?
Being made pretty much every time that you have an interaction with, for lack of better words, the corporation. Every time, I guess that, you know what I mean. You go, like, you have an interaction with the law enforcement, or you take out a loan, or you get a degree and things of that nature. It seems like every time you take out, you use the system, they create a new account. But I like I said, like, I'm struggling to understand fully grasp that.
I don't know where you are. I don't know, because yesterday we didn't talk about this, did we?
The librarian lady, yeah, she had brought it up. And it's like, you know, I go on little side missions sometimes when I start looking things up, and I want to have a better understanding of it and really grasp it.
Yeah. So do you think that it's a merging of the two? What gives you that idea that this could be possibly the merging of the two, the straw man with the, and what's the date on that? Was that the 1666 you was talking about?
It was 1666.
Yeah.
It was several of them. I want to say it was about three different times in history, but yeah, you know, it's jumping into that time of memorial. It's jumping way back at the initial onset of that. I think it was like King Henry.
Well, of course they love to hide. They like to go through time immemorial when it was really just talking about a few grandmas ago. They love to go in medieval time when they really was talking about, and that's one thing with the white lady yesterday is she was having a problem staying on the correct timeline because she was floating around from the Magna Carta to getting rid of the king to a new contract. I mean, an amending of the old contract, which is illegal, by the way, and so much more. So, you know, I'm just open for the conversation. Is it? You tell what gives you the idea that this is a merging of the two.
Well, what gives me the idea that it's the merging of the two? Let me pull it up. It just seems like.
So are you asking me? Okay. So how do you merge the two? Do you steal the names and create corporations out of every individual and place insurance on them?
Okay, are you saying that's what's happening?
I'm asking where you are, you know, because we're dealing with every birth, every child, every person being born under the state, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. So, you know, is that the natural, is that how it looks in the real world? You know, it look like the merging, taking the nobles' names and creating artificial LLCs out of them, or incorporating them. You know what I'm saying? Is that what it really is? You know, placing insurance on or assurances, or insurances, depend on how you want to look at it. And there's so much there. So much empty space. A conversation, one or two conversations, you have the answer in no time. All you got to do is keep talking about it. Is it? It might be.
Uh,
Are birth certificates and stuff created from this? Is this what is this trust you're talking about? This Sestui QV trust. What is that?
well, from my from what I'm getting, it seems like it seems like the trust that we pretty much be talking like
So this
it
is the
seems like
trust.
a personal
So this
trust.
is the trust that you live in.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Why? Because of all the stipulations in the trust of what old boy was breaking down. Because I saw you send me that video.
Yeah,
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 I'm a player for the
and it's
class.
like, and then because all right, so when dude was breaking it down, like the amount of money that they are creating on a daily basis is insane, and which truly, and I'm starting to have a better understanding of which truly everything that they owe, and like it all comes together to me in streams, but you know, I'm trying my best to really focus on this particular part because um it's like and then reading it's like reading the Bible, man. It's like when I'm reading that law of redemption, well, that Jeremiah 25, I'm having a new understanding of that, and that was that other thing that I sent you, and that's really that's really the question I have for you. That Doomsday book, like,
I don't know if I got that or nothing. I did get the video.
okay,
So,
okay, all right. So as far as getting back on that, as far as um as far as that the SSAQ trust, the action and making all right, because should any action be taken as far as dealing with that and clearing that up
who? What action
by me personally?
in your life?
Because in my life, in the real world, in the world.
I don't see why. You
All
don't.
right.
You can't
And
even.
that all right, I feel more
You
comfortable with
don't
that.
truly understand exactly what it is.
Um, well, and yeah, because I got a little bit of
Do you
confused,
think?
but
Do
I
you
do
think? Do
kind of understand
you're
it.
talking the law of redemption? You just brought that up and going to Jeremiah. So do you think that you can redeem yourself?
No, I know I can't redeem myself. I know, I know the, I know what's go. I know it's only one that can redeem, and you are the name. You are the seal. You are that. Like and I know that. The reason I brought up the law of redemption was in regards to the other thing I was talking about, the Doomsday book, and the return of the landowner. The other thing I said, the return of the owners of the land. Something else that I sent you on 18 from back in 1873, and I was relating that back to the Jeremiah 25 because it seems like the same action that was being taken in Jeremiah 25 when he instructed them to buy the land and come back with like he said, the return of the deed and everything like that. That's why I had brought that up, not in regards to the
Yeah, I'm
second.
trying. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. So what was it that this book was saying about the return of um, uh, the real landowners or landlords?
Yeah, all right. So basically, it seemed like the news, and everything was. It looks like it happened two different times in history. So the Doomsday was way back, King William, 1086, where it was the first register of the landowners in the United Kingdom, certain people of certain nobilities, you know what I mean, were all listed in that book. And then something that was sort of like that, and it actually also happened here. This document, I've seen the one in Kentucky as well. The return of the owners of land, again, in the United Kingdom, because I know both of the two things, the 1666 Trust and the Doomsday Book, because the reason that the Census Act was like the Black Plague, and it was like a big fire as well, like the following year.
Well, of course, all that happened here, but of course, go ahead.
Exactly, yeah. And the reason that I brought that to you was like really to have a better understanding. You know, it takes me a little bit of time to get things, but I really want to understand it. And really want to just
but understand what about it? What do you want to understand?
Like basically,
So I'm saying it because we're walking. Let's say we're all walking this path, right? I got all these students in the classroom, 300, almost 400 people in the chat room. Let's say we go searching. You know, we want to know why. Why you got us searching this for this treasure? What is it about it? And it ain't just me. Now it's 400 people in the chat room. We want to know where we're going. You know what I'm saying? Why? What amuses you about this trust you're talking about? What is it? Maybe you're a bit further than the rest of us.
You talk about the return of the owners of the land. You talk about the like the Doomsday Book, the thing that
everything that you go ahead.
Yeah, it relates back to like the Lord titles and like the fee simple absolutes, and how like it's supposed to be passed in perpetuity, and like it all makes sense. Like
all I'm saying is make it relatable to what we was talking about, so the people can understand from yesterday. And you just did it right now with the allodial titles and the stuff, and how it relates to what you talking about here. Again, we bringing them along, so they got to understand. You know, that's all I'll be worried about, if the people understand where you going. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about? But I'm gonna play that video. Hopefully, you can call back, because guess what? I found the whole lecture. Yeah, so that's so you sending me that just in time for what we did yesterday, and this is just a continuance on. So I'm gonna play this video, and then maybe if you want to call back, and maybe somebody else who got questions. But if you take the information from yesterday and combine it with what you know about this shit, yeah, you gonna have some answers. So call back and see what more people call in and say. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
My man Taj in the building. I'm learning how to let y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? The class, rather than, I mean, I can say a lot, but I'd rather just walk with you. That's it. I'd rather just walk with you and not make myself be up here. We can see it together. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I brought to y'all today. Shout out to him for calling in. He had no idea I had this ready to go. Press 1. He had no idea. And we talked about this in class a few times. Hit that like button. 415, 16 people in the chat room. Everybody hit the like button. Let's get this up to 300 likes immediately. Immediately, family. Immediately. So what he was asking was based off of this. Now, he is a little ahead of us, but that's okay, because it's right. I mean, we learned enough language this last few days and last week that you should be used to these words and understanding what type of matrix world your ass is living in. What he's done and finding this 6-minute clip is this brother. I was looking for this video a while ago, actually, and he breaks it down in a more in-depth view. See, the young lady from yesterday is trying to steal heritage because this is what they all think. Now that you know, like, damn, she really knew what she was doing and what she was talking about in her mind. She is really throwing shit at the wall until something stick because the heirs are genocided and they are inferior. Only people who say inferior are Nazis. Press one. I keep trying to tell you, you live in the after effect of Nazi in Russia. This ain't no damn America. This USSR and Nazi Germany. Coffee and Kush. Oh, they hung up. This Nazi this Nazi Germany and USSR together. Press one. So I'm gonna play this. Uh, uh, think about it as an adult, not in a minor state. Think about this stuff as an adult. And I love the trolls, but y'all wore out your welcome already. Press one. If you're not here to learn, support, and change the world, just sit back. Shout out to Bocat. He ain't never called in. He called in a few times years ago. But you see, it ain't about you calling in, but I expect things from individuals who been here long enough. Press one to vocalize what they're learning. Yeah, y'all want to be a senior so damn bad. You see, Bocat already said it. Kev, we need you like water. We can just sit here and listen. Great. But yeah, it's some of y'all out there who need to ask questions. You've been running your mouth in my chat room for years. First one, you need to ask questions. And my relationship with everybody is different. Every individual got a different relationship with me. I just want to let people know that. Don't try to go to that person over there because they have no idea what you're talking about. Press one. All they know is what your silly self is. You tripping. President, I'm telling y'all, people walk themselves in the coldest mental games that they got to deal with. I'm the same person. Press one. If you choose to walk down a road where you walk down, that's on you. I'm not there to hey, turn around. Stop right there. Sometimes I need you to walk that way. Press one, so it'll leave me the fuck alone. Press one, so I can live. Press one. Hit that like button. Hit that like button and subscribe. I'll be needing that shit. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up? What up? What up? Hello? All right, look, let me make sure this is on because I'm like, my shit be tripping now. I should be tripping, bro. A lot of times I don't, man. Now hold up, stay right there. But people be want me to help them in every way. Hey, I'm just a professor and I'm helping you get it together in life. Press one. I'm not like here to play with you and be all these different dudes. Press one. For you, Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's good, Professor? This Rico calling in. What's going
Rico.
on?
What's up with you, champion? Yeah, talk to me a little bit about what you learning from those videos and what we're going into now. Talk to me, King.
Man, it's great, man, because the information I think with that 14th Amendment life estate, it goes hand in hand with that sister QB trust. And I was listening to
Good
the
job.
the
Good
other day.
job, Rico. Say it again for those trolls
Man,
and those people in the bungalow. Say it again.
that 14th Amendment life estate goes right hand in hand with the sister QB trust.
Go
And
ahead.
what the lady said yesterday is the crown's prerogative when it comes to the life estate or any estate that they have before. What's the hold on one second?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Put the formula.
One second.
Put the baby formula.
Hold on, I got my little
Yeah, bro. Warm the bottle up. Warm the bottle up, sir.
And so
Don't
with
let
the
the
life
baby.
estate
Go
and
ahead.
the estates that the crown created, the crown's prerogative was to be able to have the highest judiciary responsibility of people who would have been minors in the estate until they came of age. So the
That
lady said
and
yesterday when she
that's
talked about the
like the
14th
emancipation.
life estate,
That's
she
like the
said that the
emancipation
people have
process,
a
correct?
protective
Hold on, slow down,
and
chap.
custodian from the
Slow
trust.
down, chap.
And of course, Kev, you're the protector, the advocator. So I really appreciate you, King.
Just
But
go
to
ahead.
understand that we don't have a protector, we don't have no one to protect our trust for us to even become of age. So that ties in with the Sister QB Trust, which I just sent you a 2-minute video. I'm glad you got my man David David Straight. I know we could watch a little David Straight. I see you already got him pulled up. So
Yes.
I know he's gonna talk about the Sister QB too. And I saw a
Yes.
2-minute video. And I was watching that 2-minute video. It said that the trustees, right? The trustees in the Sister QB Trust, just like the 14th Amendment, they have a control over our trust. And in the Sister QB Trust, what they were supposed to do, now you can see how they're using it as a charity. Where in the 2-minute video, it explained quickly how they're able to pull out of the trust, and they're supposed to document for the beneficiaries what's going on in the trust.
Yes.
When they put the money back into the trust, they're supposed to be, documenting all these things, which we know we're not holding them accountable right now because we've been non-corpus mentis. We've been black and dead in law. So we haven't been able to even stand upright and come to God, man. So like I say, I appreciate you again bringing the information, but you added more every time I listen to you, Professor. Every time that you bring the information back, like how we watch the videos right now of Abandoned Legacy, you talk more and more each and every time, and I've caught it better and better each and every time. So I really appreciate you going over these things and taking your time, even though the sound quality might not be good, video be the ones that's really here to see and really here to hear what God got for us and what we hear.
I mean, my whole computer shut off and left us out here. I was like, oh, how my whole computer just turned and fuck off. And the people, I'm trying to tell you, they stayed with me. Even though the computer was off, I had to wait till it cooled off. I turned my fan on, got it cool. Because, I got one of them high-priced laptops. The people love me. My shit heat the fuck up. You feel me, Rico? So my shit heat the fuck up. Nigga, it really worked.
You had 2 computers going at one time because they knowing that's what's needed, man. To get all this it's on the way, Professor. But like you say, one day at a time, one step at a time. We can't move forward if we don't put our mind on God, His law, and what He's telling us and showing us. So again, I appreciate that every day you wake up, before you even get to the message, you calling out what we need to be doing and what we should be seeing, even as we're trying to realize and break down this information. Because you can't never really break it down if you don't understand God first. And I want to say that I didn't want to dwell on it too long, but a friend called me that's been walking with the information. I'm gonna say he's not against you, and he just wasn't against the Bible at first, but you can tell he's made a decision to where he's saying, hey, bro, you don't need the Bible because he feel like he came into some esoteric, acoustic records. And I'm like, bro, your brain is lost in mumbo jumbo, bro. You need to come to God and the law and come to here. And I'm saying you might not be the descendant of straight from the Americans, but just to know that you're sitting up here fighting against it and you call yourself a brother that's fighting for the truth from you. You can't be no brother of mine if you're telling me not to go read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You can't be no brother of mine. So I understand that's what's going on in real time, and I applaud the men and the women that say, "Hey, y'all, it's in this law book first. It's in this."
How you gonna see the kingdom without knowing God, with your heart turned away from God when God told you? See, Rico, it just goes to show you how far we turned away from. We don't truly believe in the promise of God, the covenant, the law, Him. We don't turn this into a fantasy story made by and produced by Hollywood. If God is just up there trying to tell us what to do and what we bet not do, and we're just like, fuck you, we gonna fuck all these hoes and we all coming to heaven together. Fuck that. No, you're not, bro, because the kingdom is coming here. What are you talking about? Where you going? Where you think you going?
It's coming down here.
That's right.
Right now, every day we waking up, it's coming down right now. I'm listening to you, Professor.
And it's rising of the earth. I mean, the true people of God will stand up and say something. And if it's your vocal cords, listen, God's army are musicians and all type of people who use their vocal cords to stand up and tell truth to power. They call them the saints. So if you're not willing to stand up with the army who already passed on and stood up against this tyrannical ass system, then what place would God have with a coward?
Come on now, that's why I say I can't read the Minister Gillespie words in the Aaron's rod and feel like God gave me a chance to be able to speak and pull my mind back into realness and not get up and stand up and try to say something. I know, like you said, though, we've had times where our misses have been confused as we talk, but it's only gotten better because God is in you and He in me too. And I appreciate He sent the messages. He got the spirit of truth. John 16 right here, and we able to follow Him and knowing like He brings us back to the kingdom, man. So God is good, and it's like you said though, it's on each individual. It ain't no we thing. It's a you and then us coming together, but it's you individually. And so I appreciate that you call us out individually and collectively to say, hey, it's on you.
That's
I
right.
can sit up here and do all this and do all that, but that ain't gonna make you move to open up and read and look at it. So I appreciate you, Professor.
Facts. And what's the school called? The U. Everybody want to have a school, but it's the U. It's about you here. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a nigga out in the corner playing dumb and wearing Balenciagas and helmets and shit, trolling, that's on you. I'm going to win anyway. I'm graduating, Woody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Accelerated graduation too. Like I said, for us, by us, man. That's how I've been doing up every day. You already know I'm in the background studying. Just hey, I know it's on the way, man. That's why I said I wanted to call in, just drop in. I know I don't want to talk too long so we can get straight into that video. But like I say, I know he could tap in on the sister QV. Jumping in on the life estate and just understanding that it's ecclesiastical law, there's heirs law, not air in the flow. Like you said, waiting on Jesus to flow down. It's coming through the blood. You know
say it again. The law is, come on, King.
It's the ecclesiastical at God's highest form of law is in the air, and then we getting the common law together and getting the civil law. So it all be on point, like God said. He gave Adam dominion over the law, land and water. In Genesis, I believe it's 1:26 or 1:26 through 28. Got to make sure to get the numbers right, but it's in Genesis. When He gave that to the original man He put on this earth, the original red man, copper tone from the land. From the land. And so I just appreciate you again, Kel. And I'm going to sit back and watch some video, and I'll probably call in and we chop about it at the end.
And some more. Thank you, champion. My man. If it's nothing else, y'all know what me and Rico been through. I cuss this dude out. Do not bother me, brother one. And he's still here. So I've realized there's some of us with thick skin, crocodile skin. We don't let these little words get to us. Press one. One thing I learned in jail is, nigga, you got to respect what a brother is saying. If a motherfucker, you can learn something from somebody, and the person you need to probably learn it from is sitting right next to you in that small ass room that's going to give you a little game. Press one. I'll be listening to everybody, even the trolls sometime. Y'all, I know y'all be thinking, why he sit up here and talk to this dude, encourage? No, I just like to see where his mind is. If there's an inch somewhere, there's something in there that's alive. You know what I'm saying? You got to ask these dead. A lot of people are dead. That's what the raising of the dead is. Not people underground talking about, there was a midnight, saw you standing dead in the dark. This ain't no motherfucking thriller, motherfucking video. You the dead, man, that's going to be risen up. Press one. Because you're dead in law. You're dead in your race. Your language is dead. Your God is dead. You got an old ancient Babylonian Phoenician as dead faith. Press one. All your shit is metaphysical, dead. Press one. In the metaverse, dead again. And you're fooling around with crypto dollars, dead again. Press one. You're dead. And you don't even want to know how you dead. Press one. You think you alive. You praising Jesus. Press one. Press one. You think you alive. Oh, you dead. That's why everything happened to you, dead man. Press one. You black, you're dead in law. He got your name on it. Black's Law Dictionary, and you ain't read shit. Press one. You ain't read shit. Scripture right there. Your brain say, Jesus and the law of God is out there in the universe. I can do whatever I want because Jesus died for me. So, man, I walk by faith right now. Get away from me. He's just talking shit. Our community is fucking hilarious. They on their way to hell. So I'm thinking they blessed. And if it wasn't for the very few people God see and know is down here putting in there, I say, God say, give me one and I won't destroy it. Boy, y'all don't know. I want to be the one so bad. He said, just bring me one, just good person from, what was it, Sodom and Gomorrah, and I won't destroy it. They couldn't even bring one nigga up. Press one. That's like God coming in. All right, America. Bring me one good person you think can speak for you, and you all just like, oh shit. We just killed Kev. We set him up. Cuz in prison. He ain't fucking with us no more. Press one. Now the last time you strung up the nigga, press one. You strung him up. Press one. You strung him up on a rope. Peter was the only one hanging on a cross like this, upside down under the Vatican. All that other cross stuff, I told you, y'all worship Peter. The man Jesus called Satan. He the only one that was risen on a cross like this and turned upside down. And that's, you know what cross is? The cross on that alcohol beverage, the double cross? That's the Peter cross. But one, you don't worship Jesus. No, you worship Peter. The one Jesus called Satan. That's what you worship. Imagine me telling my mama and all my cousins and sisters and them, they'd be mad at me. But I can talk to you. I can talk to you, though. Coughing. Hold on, caller. Let me work my little magic. Are you on the air? All right, hold up. Let me put you on. Imagine me telling my family this silliness. That's why they don't like me to this day. I got to keep it 100 with them. What's your name? Where you calling from, champion? Why you not coming up on my whistling? Where you calling from? Africa? Here, I'm here. I'm here, brother. This shit retarded. I'm gonna have to fix this today. I wasn't expecting that many calls. Yeah, cuz gonna have to call back. My bad, homie. You gotta call back. Let me do this. Let me run through this program, and then I'll accept some calls. I gotta plug it up to my roadcaster. It's getting too light. Let me see. Peter Pan Satan. There you got it. So when whites and black people talk about they believe in Jesus and all that, but the God they serve is Peter. The gospel they serve is Peter. The thought process, the shit that do what thou wilt, that's all comes from Peter. Battery 70%. Connect. Yo, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what happened to him? You're there, brother.
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead. I got you. You on?
Yeah, I just want to salute you, bro. I'm right here with you. I'm in the book.
Who is this?
I follow you on the history. This John.
I don't know who you are. I ain't tripping off of you.
Yeah, bro. I'm not tripping either, bro.
But I don't know you. So why you calling me in such a you ain't tripping on me? Who are you and what do you have to say pertaining to the show yesterday and today? All this other stuff I don't know nothing about. Bruh.
I follow you.
But I'm not into the emotionalizing. Hold on. I don't know who you are. So say something pertaining to the show or get off my line. Like, bruh, I'm not into this.
And
listen.
The history part, I'm with you. I dig the history. I did the word. I dig all that.
All right, for sure, my king. Thank you. I'm not into what you doing or none of that. I care about action. Press one. I don't talk to you dig what I'm doing and you getting it and you about to get it. And I said, who is this? Said? That sound like said. I said, yeah, I don't care about all that. You in the word and all that. Listen, bro, I want you to be in the word, but I'm talking about something specific that's pertaining to a few shows. I'm not changing what I'm talking about to be in feelings and all of this other stuff. Man, y'all really got to grow some fucking balls, bro. Y'all got to grow some fucking balls, bro. Oh, man, that shit sound weak as hell. I'm with you. No, I'll be with you. I'm with you. You ain't with me, nigga. I got the whole FBI, CIA, NASA, hitman, gangsters, nigga, grid program, big U, everybody looking for me. Press one. You ain't with me, nigga. Nigga, press one. Be with you. I'm with you. You can't fuck with what I deal with on a daily. Press one, you can't do this. I got nigga. They love to say they with you, but don't speak for real. Talk that shit, Taylor. Talk that shit. They love to say they with Kev. Press one. Then when I put them on the air, it's the reason why the phone never comes on. Press one. It's the reason why the shit never work out. Because that's cool. You with Kev. That's cool. Hold on, caller. You with Kev. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up? Are we there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, go ahead. What up?
Good afternoon.
Name and where you calling from?
Question that pertaining to class yesterday.
Thank you, sir. What's on your mind, student?
Yes, sir. I focused in on something that the lady was speaking about in regards to life estate, and that kind of was my question to you.
I'm sorry about that. You went off. So the life estate and what else?
Well, my question was, she made a very important statement. She said that she stated that if you create a will, then a beneficiary will not properly receive the estate because that considers the estate being purchased. So my question was, then if the estate is
Oh, you're talking about the life estate. Go ahead.
yes, sir.
Yes.
And she was stating that how the life estate is constantly diminishing the trust.
Yes.
So what I came up with, I said, well, if you don't leave a will or you don't have a trust in place, then that estate automatically goes up into probate court. So I was just trying to tie that in with the 14th Amendment and the Census Trust, because when I read the definition of Census Trust, it states that a Census Trust is he who has the right to a beneficial interest in and out of an estate, the legal title to which it is invested to another. And then the second part.
That sound like the trustees right there. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was just about to get to it.
So it sound like they like old boys said they may have created an alternate account. Go ahead.
Yeah, the person who possesses the equitable right to property and receives the rent, issues, and profits thereof, the legal estate of which is invested in the trustee. So I think from what I'm gathering in my studies is that they created like a dual ledger. Because you mentioned the term ledger when you was teaching us about the person deceased.
Yes.
Tombstone is also considered a ledger.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think that my opinion is that they create the dual ledgers kind of like Othello. It's debtor's possession. You could possess the thing, but they have the right to it. Like if you own a car, they got the title. If you can own a house, but they own the land. So it's kind of like an inside-out thing.
So it's kind of like a backwards credit system where debt is actually profitable because, right?
It is because, like I know in the state of Florida, Chapter 13, you can file, and I don't care if you got a mansion, you got it, whatever, you get to keep it, but you have to pay back so much towards the ledger. So I was just kind of thinking, like, maybe that's kind of where they got us in the quagmire to where, like you said, we were barred to a certain point where you can't get past a certain hump unless you understand the things that you're teaching us today.
Of course, and to be frank with you, the contract itself is the Constitution. So, that's also a contract. I know you was talking about a life estate, but that in itself is an amending trust, and that's they actually amended the original trust, which makes their trust invalid because you cannot amend or create new stipulations on top of a trust. You would have to come with a new contract. That which they didn't. They don't have the power to because again, those ain't even their names.
Sir, that's what I wanted to state too. Like, by them asserting the names and using the names and becoming the trustees,
yes.
They overshadow the original estate.
Yes, because it's just like right now they want us to pay for Ukraine. That's diminishing the estate. They get social security number, they get the benefits, and they put a dime into the estate at all. That's how you deplenish the estate, by adding more immigrants to it.
That's right.
Yes.
Can I
Because most black people ain't paying no damn tax. Most people ain't even doing census no more. We just tired. So they need to keep this game going. They need to project the theater of war and bring more immigrants to take these names. And that's where they're running out. Because everybody at this point, champion, is being told, now it's time to identify yourself. Now you got to be a Saudi Arabian, or you from North Africa. And that's what the big problem is at this moment is, maybe it's not us that need to be reclassified. Maybe it's them.
True, because that's what Trump was saying, sir, when you were teaching us about when he kept saying dead people voting.
Yeah, the dead people are voting, which means, wait a minute, how the fuck is dead people voting? Well, dead people got these names. These are the same people that supposed to be in them graves. How the fuck is they voting? That person dead. He died in 2014. What the fuck is he in 2022? He was shot. How the fuck Marcus Brown was shot in South Central? There's his ass way in Atlanta, some goddamn where, voting it again. See?
Yes. Yeah, and only the computers, when they start digitizing everything, the computers.
Algorithm gonna catch their ass, huh?
Yes, sir. But that's all I want to add, sir. I'm right here with you, man. I appreciate everything.
I appreciate you, King. Thank you for even participating, because this is some deep shit to even think about. Thank you, champ.
Yes, sir. I'm here with you, man.
Man, that's why I fuck with brothers and try to, get them involved, because in thinking, this is all just free thinking. He's not doing nothing that you can't do. We just real people. And it's like, well, let me do my little bit of research. All these tools, from Google to the internet, is right here in front of us. And the only thing we worried about, if a nigga snitching on YFL to get ourselves entertained and get rocks off of what? What the fuck am I worried about snitching for? I'm not a criminal. I'm going to tell you right now, don't do shit around me, because, nigga, I got trauma. Press one. I'm not a criminal. I'm trying to be right with God and follow the laws, even the law of the land, air, and the damn sea, and his laws. Press one. I'm trying to know it all. I'm trying to know it all so I can follow and lead correctly. There's a lot of people that look up to this knowledge and wisdom. I'm telling you, Kevin be playing video games. 424-209-9506. I'll hold out for anybody else who got questions, of course. Let me play this video, as a matter of fact, so a lot more people can see what these gentlemen are even talking about. Because a lot of words go over our head, even if our tabs is open. And sometimes we just get in a trance of watching it and being amused, like, damn, this is deep. You just start flowing, and we forget to take notes. You feel me? Because we think we got it, in which you do. But you got to go back over it to reattain it. You got to attain it. One minute you may have it, but once you forget it, you know what I'm saying? It's tough. It's tough. So I encourage everybody, if you can't do nothing else, take some notes. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air? What up? Yo. Oh, shit. Hold up. Let me put you on, say it. I don't know why my shit be doing this, but it's going to make it do what it do. Are you there? I just got to wait. I just got to wait. Don't they give foreigners an English name when they become a citizen over here? Yes. And if you are the Englishman, what names are they giving them? I mean, you can give somebody from Ukraine, somebody, what's your name? Slaka, nigga, Yugoslavica, press one. It didn't give her a name like Samantha, like something Burns, and some type of English name. It's important to know why they're giving them English name. They're not English. They're Scandinavian. They don't have social security cards. These people, hold on 1 second. Let me do this. Let me hook everything up correctly. Everybody that's calling in, I'm gonna get back with you in a second. From Michael off to Michael. Maybe from Nikolai, press one to damn some old. But the thing is, fuck the name. They taking your account. They tell you be a citizen, you free. Press 1. And they're going to be telling your kids in 20 years they better wake up and get themselves together, knowing they just came over here. They're going to learn English so fast, they're going to be over here, hi, raising their eyebrows and shit. Hi, how are you? Press 1. What the fuck? You play baseball, any? Press 1. Them motherfucker just learn how to speak English. Ain't no normal shit. Press 1. Americans know all these answers already. What the fuck? Press 1. Caro. An Asian man named Anthony. Knowing his nigga name got 3 letters in it where he come from. This nigga named Sue. Press 1. S-U-U. Press 1. Nigga, how did you get this name? You got a social security card too? Press 1. How do you? Press 1. You from Japan. What, they Nazis in World War I and II? Ain't this a bitch? Pick yourself up by the boots to that. Don't complain. Press 1. Go back to Africa. Little Chinese man, if you don't get your ass back to Hong Kong, Beijing, wherever the fuck that is, what? They teach foreigners that we from Africa, and that's where they from. They teach us that we from Africa, and that's where the foreigners are from. Africa. Press 1. This nigga named Sue Sheba. You believe that? S-U-U. Sue Mo. Press 1. No, Sue. The S-U-U-T-S-U for last name. Sutu. Press 1. Sutu. I just made a fucking new Chinese name up Japanese. Press 1. Sutu. Press 1. I know China Mac right now. This nigga, how did this nigga know my uncle? This nigga, T-S is S-U-U-T-S-U, like Sue Surf. Press 1. The battle rapper who currently needs some help. Press 1. You can't make this shit up. Only on the road. Only in history class because you come up in here and figure out niggas' real name. Talking about I'm Indian. Press 1. What's your name? My name Brandon Johnson. See, it's right here on the casino deed. Press 1. How your Indian ass get your last name Washington? I Blackfoot Indian. You black man from Africa. Press 1. This old Chinese man here again. Press 1. White Chinese man everywhere. Talking about what he got and what I think they been here. They're using different names and different. Nah, bro. When the Japanese, I read World War II. When the Japanese got to the Philippines, they blended in just well. I don't want to hear nothing. I got white friends who tell me this shit. Press 1. I need to know their history. Press 1. I'm you and you me, black man. Press 1. You stupid as hell, Elijah, for that one. You stupid. But let's get back simple. I love my class. Y'all retarded. Bunch of people who never made it nowhere having a blast in history class. Press 1. I love it. People ask me, what do you do in life? I say I'm a professor. Press 1. And you're buying Swisher Sweet? For my students. Press 1. I'm a professor. Oh, yeah. What university? Caro. I got my fresh university jacket on. Caro University. Online courses. You don't know about that one? We talk about where everybody come from. Like you. You probably come, your great-great-grandmama probably come from Russia or Germany. How'd you know? 1903. Bitch, you just told me you was a pilgrim. Lying ass. Ain't no damn pilgrim. You just got here. Ellis Island. Huh? Red light, green light. Red light, green light. What would our mamas think we out here fight like this? Where that movie come from? Press 1. Hit that like button. Movie trivia night. Press 1. We got to reenact the movie and the people got to guess it. Press 1. Yeah, that shit fun. Change the internet. Movie trivia night. We got to reenact the fucking your favorite scenes from the movie. People gonna be at home. It's like Pictionary at home. I don't know. Trolls typing in every fucking second. I don't know. Boys in the Hood. Oh, South Central. Oh, The Wood. Oh, that was from The Wood. Press 1. Hit that. Hit that like button. That's from The Wood. Lord have Caro at night. It's on us. It's on us. We all meet at the world. Yeah, right. Press 1. Look. Hey, Bocat, you meet at the World Fair? You don't really believe that's your grandmother, do you? Press 1. How'd your grandfather? Oh, after World War One, it was something called the baby boom, and that's how I got here. Everybody was fucking each other. Is the history they told us? Well, let's get back to let's get our silly selves back to the script. Let's check this out, and I'm gonna leave the video on for 6 minutes so you can get a clear idea of what the fellas was talking about today. Shout out to the fellas who called in, who continue to call in, because it's you who matters the most. You feel me? It's you. The motherfucker may not have did nothing in life, but this information here, listen to me. This the one, right? This the information. You going places with this one. Press 1. You going places with this one. So listen to him. We're talking about the trust that these brothers was talking about. It's only 6 minutes and 41 seconds. Then I'm gonna open up the phone lines.
Happens at our birth with the Cesta QV. First of all, we have a PCT, Public Charitable Trust, an umbrella. There's 300.
A public charitable trust. You hear that? Okay, so we talked about charitable trust. That's going back to the 14th Amendment. Our trust ain't charitable. Theirs is, and it's a life trust. It's a life estate as well. So remember, the charitable trust is how they get the money out. So let's continue on.
37 million little
It has to be a charity, remember?
CQVs, Cesta QV trusts, one for each of us, right? In this country.
Say that one more time. CQV.
Yeah, every individual in the United States and in most countries of the world have a Cesta QV trust. And we have this CQV. And here's what happens, and this is incredibly important. You all know basic accounting? What is that? It's a balance sheet, right?
All right.
A balance sheet. It's got debits and credits.
Huh? It's got debits and credits.
You guys have been thinking you're the debtor. They keep telling us that, right? We're in debt. We're a debtor. We owe money on credit cards. We owe money on our houses. We owe money on everything. What happens at birth, though, and I'm just going to use the figures from 75 to now because it's round numbers. We were bonded for $1 million. What does that mean? That means the bank went to the International Monetary Fund, and the bank, on behalf of the public, under your CUSIP number, borrowed from the International Monetary Fund $1 million.
Okay, do you got it? Is that what we not been breaking down? Is that what not Kev showed you? The bank, Grover Cleveland. How did you become a penny? Press 1. Become worth a penny. How did they take out a loan on you? Where? IMF. International. Where's that? So they borrowed with our names? Yes. African Americans. Yes. Yes. There you have it. Yes. They borrowed. Press 1.
In ones, fives, tens, 20s, 50s, hundreds, and they threw it out there into the general public. They distributed that $1 million to the bank for every person who's born. That's what they do. On the credit side, $1 million worth of United States Treasury bonds are issued, and they're sold. They're hypothecated. They're bundled, and they're sold on the stock exchange.
Woo! Bundled up, too.
And if we wanted to, I could pull up a website if we had internet access, and I could put in one of your CUSIP numbers, and I could show you the companies that are buying and selling you today. You have more than one CUSIP number, by the way. As we increase in value, I'll just put it that way, as we get better in our life, the more we join the military or get more college degrees, we get more and more CUSIP numbers. You are the credit. You are the creditor. They're making you believe you're also the debtor. And you are.
And you are.
You're both. This is your vessel. This is you. Okay?
This is your vessel, and this is you. You know what a vessel is. You know these little metaphysical people? They always say, oh, my body is just a vessel, and my spirit is a... That's all commercial. See, you metaphysical people don't went stupid. Oh, my body is just a vessel. Everything your religious structure consists of is being obedient to being a slave to commerce. You do know that.
This is your labor. This is your worth. I got 5 college degrees. Every time I got an advanced degree in college, I got a new CUSIP number. So in the military, I got a new CUSIP number. All these CUSIP numbers are attached to my main birth number. Okay? This isn't a bad spot. Anyway, let's stop here. It's a balance sheet, right? It's balanced. It's got $1 million on one side, $1 million on the other. This gets invested. It keeps growing and growing and growing. And let's just say it grows to $100 million. And by the way, that figure is low. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I've seen individuals worth 35 billion or more that didn't know they had a dime. Okay, it keeps growing and growing and growing. Our first 18 years of life, we're not spending anything. So nothing is going over here, our first 18 years. That's growing and growing and growing for 18 years, and it's being hypothecated and traded. They've done a good job of managing it. They really have. First 18 years, it's growing and growing and growing. You're not spending anything. You're not adding anything to the debit side. Then you go get a job and you get married and you go out and you buy a house. I'm just going to use numbers. The numbers themselves don't matter. It's the concept, okay? You buy a car or two. You buy some utilities or two over your lifetime, some medical bills, some food, whatever. They keep track of it all through your tax returns, your credit card, your bank statements. Banking is all tied into the IMF, the Federal Reserve.
See? J.P. Morgan.
We got a big buildings of bean counters called the
None of this came into being until they took the gold.
Department of Fiscal Services, and those accountants just keep track of everything. Everybody's life. And this all starts to add up on the debit side. And this just keeps growing and growing and growing on the investment side. At some point in time, you die, and it goes through probate. They take some of this, and let's just say over your lifetime you've spent, I'm going to round it off to $10 million. So they subtract 10 million out of your investment, and they pay off all this, and it becomes a zero balance. They even pay back the initial loan to the International Monetary Fund, plus interest. That was a loan from a foreign entity, by the way, to the Public Charitable Trust. And they pay it back. The balance is zero. Now this has, let's just say for this discussion, has $90 million left in it. What happens to it? The Sesta Trust lives on in perpetuity forever.
That's right. It's a soulless, immortal being.
So it keeps going.
Everyone who has ever died since 1933 is currently funding government. This money gets reinvested. They can't take this, but the balance must stay the same forever. But if it keeps earning, they just sweep it off the top, and it funds government. It's called off-book funds.
Off-book funds. Write that down.
In the states, it's GSA, and in the federal government, it's CQV. And it continues to fund government. Why do you think they don't care if they spend $3 trillion on foreign entities?
Because it's not their money.
It came out of your trusts.
It is not their money. Guess what? It came out of your trust. Yours. Beneficiary. Yours. Mine's and yours.
It's not part of taxes. In fact, if you took the entire federal
This
budget,
is how you rob God by not paying the tithes and pay the IMF. Taking the tithes and making them a tax.
how much is derived from
It
taxes
got all God's people believing in Baal.
and tariffs? If you call up the Department of Fiscal Services and you send a FOIA request, and you ask them, who is the largest contributor to the federal budget? The Department of Justice, to the tune of $1 trillion a day, is taken out of our Sesta QV trusts or our court systems.
Told you. So you go to jail. Press 1. See how easy that works? You go to jail. You're gonna be taking care of your black ass. Press what? The ward and the parent state. Oh yeah. See how they got you? Now every brother in prison, no, in jail, no, they got money off of us somehow. How they making all this money off of me? Press one. Why you think they set the stage for you to be broke and a criminal and they need you in jail? The Justice Department need you to fund your own demise. But God told you about being a criminal and disobeying the word. Now don't get scared because this is what you've been in. Not nothing that you finna go into like a new world order conspiracy theory. No. This is already in effect. This is what you've been in this whole time. That's why you're a criminal. The world sees you as a criminal because you got to fund. The Justice Department needs to fund this. And unfortunately, that 211 still reserved gonna kick in. Press one, and you're gonna be up in there.
Every day, $1 trillion. That's more in 25 days than our entire gross domestic product in a year.
Huh? What? That's more than wheat, sugar, cotton, nigga, pineapples. Press what? All that. You, redwood tree, in bundles. Press what? You, because you don't know the law. How you gonna stay silent knowing this? You can't stay silent knowing this. And if you can, you got a little person, a little alien in your brain and in your heart, and both of them is cowards. They both cowards. You ever see Men in Black with that little alien stuck in them humans? Because and both of them ones is cowards. No, whatever's keeping you from progressing and knowing and this one and that one, something wrong with you, not me. Not me. I'm here. I'm in the building.
In 25 days. They don't have to disclose the CQB.
Why?
See, I had to prove this in federal court to get to talk about it. So, a big portion of this comes out of this before we die. Every time you have a court case, the case is a CUSIP number.
Press one. Jeez Louise. Before you even die, they tapping in. Press one. Your case is a CUSIP number, bro. You got a CUSIP number on you, champion. You can't change that. This is real. While you singing and dancing, they tapping into your shit that your mama didn't know. Your daddy don't know. They don't have the capability you got now. They was on some other shit. Not saying that they any less than us, but what we're experiencing now at this time, dealing with information, yeah, they wouldn't have never thought about no damn CUSIP number. They would have to go travel across middle Tennessee some damn where to listen to that white lady or this person meet up with some old people in Utah, just happen to catch it and record it like, oh my gosh. Get it on an 8-track somewhere, send it to one of your black leaders, like, look at this shit. But now, it's World Wide Web. You don't got no excuse not to know enough as a man. And worrying about what these women want, that's cool if you're with them. Because when most of you niggas don't even got no girlfriends, get up on this internet talking about the women problems and what women, you ain't even got no girlfriend. That ain't your problem. So we're talking about this trust here that like he said, it goes hand in hand with the 14th Amendment because it is hand in hand with the 14th damn amendment. And if you can see it that way, that's a blessing. That means it's making sense to you. That's what it means. 424-209-9506. I'm going to turn the phone lines on and see which one of these brothers or sisters want to talk about this for a minute before I put the entire movie on. And that's over an hour. That's over an hour. Somebody said the 2-minute trust video in the insurance executive. Wait. The trust vid, it ties in the insurance executive to, i.e. Lloyd's executive before the calls, please. You may be right. The Lloyd's of London has a huge part in slaving humanity via insurance and getting a large bit of insurance off of each one of these individuals. So feel free to call in. I'm here. Feel free to call in. Shout out to somebody just contributed to my Cash App. That's Mr. Fletcher Berkeley in the world. Shout out to you, King, whatever you doing in life. Shout out to you. Blessings to you. Taj, shout out to you. Bocat and Amanda. Shout out to you guys for the support of today's broadcast. Let me see who on this line. No, Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up? All right, Rico, hold up. Here we come. You there? All right. What is it, Rico? What is it, Rico? I don't know what it is. This phone don't like y'all no more. You can just tell me. What up? I can hear you. What up?
Okay, man, like I said, Professor, I really appreciate you because you told us that we on top of the world. And I'm trying to type in the text. I'm trying to type in a small paragraph. The AI, and I've been trying to show you the AI cutting my message. I had to type. And to where I had to shoot the message in two different parts, bro.
Yeah, the message.
Like trying to really.
Yeah, you can't write paragraphs.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I can't even put the. Oh, you say I can't write
No,
paragraphs
that
at
ain't
all?
good. That ain't rolling.
Oh, no. I'm gonna tell you this. It ain't because somebody deleted it, bro. It's because as I'm shooting the message, I can say I got two phones. I'm putting the like I can press one, right? And then if I put like a paragraph or even like a sentence that might say something to a dude, you know what I'm saying? The AI cut the it won't even let it go through, whether it's you or anybody trying to buy. That's something I've proven. I can do it on the comments, all types of stuff. But either way, besides it,
That's not important right
yeah,
now.
I don't care. Yeah, that's why I say that's why I'm
That's
not
not
in why I'm
important.
copying. What I was really trying to say, that 2-minute video champ is what I'm really trying to get at. Because I wanted to bring it up because they're going to talk about the insurance and how the QV trust puts the beneficiaries
That
on the
video is
insurance policy.
unavailable to me.
Bro, that's crazy. Well, okay, but well, let me try to send it again to you. I sent it in text message, but it's only 2 minutes. I'm gonna try to shoot it to you again, but they explaining very well in 2 minutes how they putting the beneficiaries on insurance and how, again, I was saying they've been just like how David Straight was explaining the lady. They in 2 minutes they was able to just break down with some cool terminology how they using really a Cypress power. To me, if they're using a Cypress power,
Yeah, they're
to be
using
able to withdraw.
congressional powers to do this, which is again illegal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I really was just trying to let you know to pull up the 2-minute video, but if it's unavailable, I'm gonna do it one more.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
all
try
you
to
gotta
send
do
it
is
to you
send it
one more
to me
time.
again, and I end up playing it.
All right, then, no problem, Professor.
So it's like y'all watching these senators and stuff, but these people are bought and paid for lobbyists. This is why the kings and the founding fathers didn't need this. They didn't want it. They didn't. This was they were warning you against about being in corporations' dead hands, legally keeping you enslaved. Now, the scripture talks about that as well, which is why you need a redeemer, a kinsman of the original contract, which will charge the corporation with too many crimes that they wouldn't be able to bear. See, that's what God and Jesus and all this coming of the Son of Man and the Spirit of truth. It's all about the Redeemer charging the corporation, the dead, and convicting it. These are legal principles. An advocate is someone, your defense attorney is the advocate for you when you've been barred. You get it? That's your defense attorney. Now, wait a minute. So, what do you do with the lawyer? You take care of him and you sign him up real good and throw his ass out there and he do his job. You see? But at the same time, you got to understand the case. With every attorney, you got to go take your ass in there and sit down and explain what happened. And if you can't do that, what's the use of you doing any damn thing? You can't get reparations if you're not of sound mind. You can't. As a black civilian, you can't because you're not capable of understanding that you're dead in law. And according to the Democratic Party, You can't even rehabilitate yourself. And if you did rehabilitate yourself, we don't know how you did it. So you're a criminal for life. They need you to be a criminal so they can tap into your concept. You see, it works hand in hand. You remember when the lady said the 13th Amendment citizens and people were genocided out? Dogs roll. They took all your land, allotments, allodial titles. You lost your name. You just became black in law, dead. And they gave all of it to immigrants. Your name, your benefits, your status. Now they think that they're nationalized citizens over you and tell you got the power to say that's enough. See, the game is being played on your back. So once you all stand up, the game of Monopoly, the pieces gonna go everywhere. They all gonna hate each other because you found out the truth. The truth is they need you to survive. Your little sons and daughters out here dying, they get them names to a Ukrainian real fast and tap into it. Your family's so broken and ghetto, they don't even know what no damn CUSIP number is. So be blessed. Be honored that you are coming across information. Don't just sit there because faith without works is dead, or information just sitting around in your cranium not being expressed. What would a great musician be if he just sat right there on his ass playing with his imaginary flute or violin? Nowhere. You got to take it from here and make it a reality. I'm going to talk about the dumb shit as well. Caro at night. Make sure you tune in. I don't know, three nights a week. That's cool. But at the same time, us adults, our mind needs to be on what information we passing on to the youth as far as like how to be free and not entertain ourselves and divulge in this sexual immorality madness that's out here. You can do that at home. You don't gotta be in the world. You can do that shit at home. You don't need nobody. See, but niggas ain't, they foundations is built on fucking sand, quicksand. So niggas is always trying to impress a female or vice versa to distract them from their purpose or what's really going on. Motherfucker can't smile at me too many damn times. I'm like, what's wrong? What you on? What you up to? I'm a serious nigga, and I just accept that. What's all this? What you about to? What you up to? Press one. I know when they be trying to distract the nigga, about to say, "Oh, I gotta go around the corner for 2 hours." I know when it's about to come. What you on? I start anticipating shit. Listen, Henry, you ain't taking no seat. You up out of here, Henry Griffin. I don't let niggas sit all up in here with the women talking about taking my seat now. You not no factor here to where we care about you taking no seat, sir. Press one, I'm gonna put you in time out, Henry. So what? You coming here to tell me what? You sitting down? Then fuck you in that chair. Press one. You're not sitting down over here. You ain't got nothing to say. You're not being vocal about what you learning, Henry. And if you just got here, kick his ass up out of here. You don't even know what we talking about. You out of here. Thanks for wanting to be seen. Yep, you out of here. Yep. All the brothers that's just, oh yeah, y'all got the women trolling abilities. Oh, I finally made it here. So what? What do you mean? I finally get to take a seat. Get out of here. First, when you finding play time, when it's serious time with me, it's serious time. And we talking about some important information for your, as a man to be, oh, look at me. Hey guys, I just came in and I'm about to take a seat. Shut up. Press one. Shut the fuck up. Sit your retarded ass down, sir. Henry. And come back tomorrow. I hate that. Because we talking about sit pray. I got black men talking about the trust and all that. He worried about him sitting there. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. 329 likes. Hit the like button again. Why not? I don't explain to y'all how the Germans and the USSR, Ukrainians, and all them came over here already in the early 1900s. I explain to you all the time that this is the theater of war. And now look, F-16 shooting balloons, missing, hitting trains running up Ohio at 100 miles an hour with chemical. Then another explosion looked like a nuclear warhead that went off in Ohio again. Then they got active shooters in Ohio. Then what the fuck is going on? Immigrants coming all over here. Threats of Japan attacking. Nigga, this is a cold war like you ain't never seen it before. And y'all singing and dancing. Y'all supposed to be fighting for your reclassification and reparations, and y'all worrying about if YSL is snitching. Like they snitching on you. I don't care who telling on who. That shit don't concern me. I'm not a criminal. It don't fascinate me. I already know, being from South Central, most of these niggas talking about, oh, I will keep it 100 and solid with you. Oh, them is telling and told and about to. Press 1. So I don't believe internet gangsters or people who blog it and that entrenched mentally in Charleston White and Jay Prince shit and these other people. In these things when there's so much more that I'm worried about. Look what I'm worried about. How would I be worried about YSL and this shit is in my brain? What would I look like? You know? Shout out to y'all. So I'm gonna put the video on. Hopefully y'all learned something, of course. This is part 1. This is a 2-hour and 51-minute documentary. Now I'm not gonna play it for 2 hours.
This is for you.
Because I know that our brains are limited to hold, depending on your discipline level, certain amount of information. Soon, it's going to be like the Rottweiler story. These niggas finna start looking at butterflies and gnats in the classroom. They finna be looking at them letters that's running across about A, B, C, D, E, F, G. They're going to be looking at all the presidents because their brains ain't going to focus. So after about 35 to an hour, I'll end up cutting it and shutting the film down and getting it ready for the next day. Because it's hard to retain this information. It's hard, but you can do it. I ain't going to put too much pressure on you. Enjoy. You learning something. You feel me, Ollie? They brains going to turn into Rottweilers with the butterfly on their nose. Like, look, I'm supposed to be doing research. You ever seen a butterfly? I hate them students. I was that type of student in school. Press 1 with the butterfly on his nose. Hey, you over there doing your work. You ever seen a butterfly land on a nigga nose? Sir, this is algebra class. If you don't, this ain't National Geographic class, fool. You're not going to pass this class. I thought they was playing. I thought we all passed. And turns out, press 1, the butterfly got me. Press 1, beautiful butterfly at that. It's beautiful. So here's David Straight. He's going to break this down. Hopefully, Rico can send me that info to play for you guys, but at the same time, this is what is going to be played all week. So get your minds adapted to this language and understanding where we're coming from. You know, if not, just sit back, Henry. Just sit back. My man, David Straight.
This diagram is from the United States Patent and Trademark Office. It is the blueprint of a marriage. Did you know the states patented a marriage?
Yep.
Yeah.
They patent everything. They patent God's kingdom and turn it and hold them hostage. We know what they did. They patented don't mean you don't get married, fool. They patented and made it a corporate entity to where they get paid off of it too. It ain't got shit to do with my love for my woman. Press 1 and keeping the order of God. Facts. I don't let these little things get at me. You know? Yes, they patented. They patented you. They put insurance on you in your heartbeat and got CUSIP numbers with your name on it.
For all those of thinking about getting married or are married, this is for you. Or those that are divorced, it's still for you. See, the state is the primary in the contract. The state joins with the husband.
You see? Now, I want y'all to think about this. In real life, the state is the estate. So it joins with the what? The husband. Does the state join with does the estate come down the wife? No. It comes down the husband. The husband. It's kind of like a descending of the crown. The head of household comes down. This is the order in which you're supposed to be. Facts. Of course they were patented like they came up with it, but it's the order of God.
And then enjoins with the wife.
See? That's why she gets my last name, which was handed down from my father and his father and his father, and you can take part in this beautiful blessing.
There is no direct line connection between the husband and the wife.
What's the ENJ?
Enjoins. Enjoins. Joins and enjoins. Enjoins just means second position joinery. Okay? So the state joins with the husband, enjoins with the wife. There's no...
Also, now you know why the state is the husband and all the women are single in the black community. Because they got rid of you, black man. Say it with me. They got rid of us. They want to be the head of household under God with a baby little boy to listen to and fall in love to do whatever that they want to do with that young man. Press 1, complete control. But that's out of order. So since you out, the state becomes their parent, their husband. Press 1, and they two together, the black woman and the state, destroy the black community. Say it with me. The black woman and the estate, the trustees need the black man in a subservient position. Do you understand? The black woman, frown your face up all the way in the back. Row 16, what is that, 27? Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Yeah, see, you want to be in defiance of God, and you want to replace the man by whatever excuse you deem worthy out, and you just you, the kids, and the state. I don't care about your excuse, and God don't care about your damn excuse. Press 1. That's the thing about it. God don't care if you do shit about your excuse. God is ride or die. God is nigga 10 toes down. He ain't no, but I feel like Lord, I did all the work. It doesn't matter what you think you did. You chose this man. The blessing ain't in the work that you did. It's in the work and in the blessings of this man right here. Oh, I just feel like, I just need to, he didn't have good sex, Lord. Lord, why you bless him? He was a good man and we made a family, but guess what? Lord, my rolls that I bought from Amazon.com did more work than him in tongue game, so I got to go and meet Marcus. Press 1. I'm going to leave my house and go fuck with Marcus and blame him. Press 1. Because she needs control. You need to know. I say she needs the leadership. And you need to set the foundation on what that leadership is. And it ain't about you paying her the car note of a debt note. It ain't about that. Press 1. And when they say, are you leading? This is what husband, woman. God is above them all. Press 1. Not the estate. The husband is the controller of the estate. But being that he was robbed, press 1. And it's a good commodity for an outside trustee, press 1, called the state, to work with the woman to blackball you. Now you think that you about to liberate yourself when you putting us further in debt. Oh, this is a cold war right here. Press 1. See, Pearl get her ass up here every day and say, black women and modern women, that's so you don't fall in line. is to create mischief. She don't know God. She don't know that. All they know is, well, men are simple, and all they, they can sleep with whatever. A man that is sleep with whatever type of women ain't no disciplined, godly man. We're winning right now. Could you hold your discipline? Press 1. Could you hold it? No, nigga. It's narcissism. Everybody got to be seen. The right camera angles. Got to give the right false persona of who we really are. All this extra shit. When it's much more simple than that. Are you a wife needed to be sought after? No. No, because most of y'all women don't even know God. You think it's falling in obedience to this weirdo. No. It's about you. And you coming back. You, Eve, who keep luring Adam away. You, spandex. You, with the purple hair all the way in the back. Press 1. You, destroying your own community. Then a nigga say, oh, without the man, you don't have 200, 300 million abortions. Oh, they not even kids yet. Oh, why are you being a feminist? Press 1. What you mean feminist? According to Margaret Sanger, this was genocide. Press 1. If you all men and they genocided your children, there's no heirs to give nothing to. Press 1, weirdo. It ain't about you and them breasts you got or your hair and eyelash, none of that shit. It's about reality and those who choose to live in it. I'm not there with you. I was raised by a serious pop. We deal in reality. All this Mickey Mouse shit is for the birds, bro. Man, woman. I know a lot of it's bigger than hip hop. A lot of women up in here. See, I hate when they start good. If you feel some type of way, good. God don't. You not the king of shit. Press 1. That's why I want to make you real. I want you to understand. None of that shit work over here with Kevin Gillespie. Bring that old black woman drama right here. I'm gonna put you in your fucking place. I'm not gonna sit here and lip wrestle with you like Jay Prince say. I'm gonna let you know straight up. You the one God is checking. You. Your crazy self. You. Thank you, Ali. Ali say the greatest. Bring it on over here. Bring them old diabetic ankles over here and give me the drama. I'm ready. You are not bigger than a program. Ain't nobody bigger than a program. This the program. Press 1. That's the program. Ain't nobody bigger than the program. And if you got to let black women know they are the reason, press 1. They raising the young men who running out on their goddamn wives. Press 1. They don't raise these niggas who to run out on. The men you complaining about is the brother you never had. Press 1. He too was raised under your crazy self. And guess what he doing? The same thing the women is doing. Guess what he doing? He don't know God. He daydreaming. He thinking about God in some algo, press 1, astro projection, press 1, Disney ghost story that he can believe in one day and not the other day. Press 1, these niggas believe in chakras now. Press 1. They believe in women religion stuff with colors turning and twisted in their body and shit rather than assume the position. You believe in God? No. You believe in marriage? Well, not the traditional way of the state or nothing like that. Bro, y'all niggas. The estate is the state. The estate is the estate. You're the head of household. Once you become the head of the state, ain't got no reason to be the head of your household. And unless she say you ain't nothing. Shout out to Amanda. Yes, metaphysical. They whole world is metaphysical when it's time to act in real life. Press 1. You tell these niggas, all right, let's these niggas in the motherfucking park like this. We melanated beings. We gonna change it like this. You better get in that law book. We melanated child. You not leaving this earth. Oh, I was astral projection and the goddamn alien took me and it did this to my ass. And it can now. I can take it. I'm tired of these niggas. Astro projecting, life on different planets, all this shit to disprove God. Friends, one of these motherfuckers is so bold now. Friends, one of these motherfuckers saying God took his story from the great reptilian, the Nibiru people that existed 35,000 years ago. You niggas, bro, stop it, bro. Y'all looking like aliens yourself. That's what. Y'all know who I'm talking about, bug-eyed bastards walking around on this earth like a bunch of space aliens with all this mumbo jumbo. Now I'm talking to 19 Keys. I'm talking to RZA. Is anybody can get it? Ah! And brother Ben bet not bring his ass over here. Press one. I don't talk to kids. Press one. I don't play with kids. You can come over here and get that ass whooped if you want to, bro. We get them up out of there real fast. We not astro projection. We not dealing with astrology on this. Even though I'm a Leo, stand the fuck up. Press one. We not dealing with none of that. What's the word? What's the word, Amanda? What is it? Metaphysical. To tell them they gonna say don't bring the white man book. I'm gonna tell them keep their motherfucking metaphysical daydream. Press one. They don't even got no book. Press one. Everybody hating on God. Ain't even got no prophecy, no coming, no spirit of truth. Ain't no nothing in it. But hold me like the river Jordan. Press one. Anybody got no scripture like God? Press one. He gonna tell you, he gonna put you, what's gonna happen. You're gonna end up your ass in captivity if you break a law. Now look at your history. Now nobody on this earth can look back at their history and see God's plan. Oh my God, you be God's plan. Drake in your brain. God's plan. Thank you, Lord. Press one. There's some stuff about our religion y'all gotta know. But right now, I just want you to know. I might not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight. Press one. And nigga don't see the promised land, G. They can't hate on me. I'm South Central native. Oh, Indians. Press one. Shout out Ollie. Big clout in the motherfucking building. Where they at? And we only got to 3 seconds of the goddamn video. Only 3 seconds. Press one. Knowledge and wisdom, ladies. Now, ladies. Now, even though it's your motherfucking fault, press one. While we in this, press one. Don't get offended because now it's time for the men to stand up. And guess what? We can make fun of their weak ass. Press one. I'm playing both sides. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a backdoor both of y'all so we can come back together. I'm backdoor for real cause. I'm backdooring both of y'all. I'm jumping inside ladies. Them niggas dumb, ain't they? Press one. You gotta be like school, start a bunch of shit. Press one to make everybody smarter. Fuck it. I love it. I can dig it. Lord have mercy.
Direct line between the husband and the wife. That is a broken line. Any architect or engineer will tell you that a broken line on a blueprint is a beam that bears no weight.
Oh, a beam that bears no weight. Wow.
And they put God on that line.
Wow.
So God bears no weight in the contract.
Of course, because the state is the father. The man is brought down and delivers the money, the blessings to the women. That's why.
When you get married with the state, God bears no weight in the contract. The state is the primary contract holder under the doctrine of parents.
I'm getting married. We got to make our own contract. Press one. Oh, Vlad TV just reported the brat reveals she pregnant with her first child at 48 with her girlfriend. Let me get back to the film.
Patre. And if the husband wants to deal with the wife, they have to go through the state.
Yeah, now you know why she called the police on you now. Press what? Oh, nah. It's a control thing for most of us. I ain't saying niggas ain't out there doing what the fuck they doing like a bunch of retards. I was once there. Press one. That shit real. But look at this, though. Now it's like, you better shut the fuck up before I call your parole officer. Press one. I know my baby mama used to just wait like this. Say something stupid. Press one. Press one. My baby mama used to wait for me to say something stupid. Say something stupid. Let them decimal points on my voice meter raise a fucking note, nigga, 911, and they gonna hear everything that you saying with your mad ass. Press one. And then you be in jail for however long you've been running from the law. That's called control, Paul. That's not fair. Press one. Here I am trying to make a case for myself. Press one. 911. If you know, I got one more one here. I'm talking to these broads who do this shit. I got one more one here to push. Do you want to go here? Do you want to go to jail? You know you got warrants. You know you got warrants. Why you talking to me? Why you talking to me? Why you talking to me? I call the police. Hey, now you go to jail. I just call them and say, help, and hang up. Press 1, they gonna come get your name and you going to jail. Press 1, you don't want to live like that, fella. Fuck that. That's when you on that paperwork. See, when you on that paperwork, that's what they do to you, especially foreign women. Oh, they know how to deal with your black ass. Press 1. Huh? Help! Click. Press 1. Help! Press 1. That ain't fucked up. That's what y'all do. I don't even know why y'all in my chat room acting like, oh, that's mean. That's what y'all do. That's not mean. That's what the fuck y'all do. That's crazy. It's fucking insane. Press 1. But that's, as any male, that's what American black women do. American women, foreigners, and do that shit to black men. Why? Because the state is in control of him. Most of the time, 90% of the time, he gonna be on paperwork. So you going for sure. You going to jail. You know how they say that somebody got to go to jail, and unfortunately, you're not really going to press charges on her, right? You got the kids. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. But I got the video, sir. Yeah, what you gonna do with the video? You gonna really press charges on her? Nigga, I got the video. You trying to take me to jail? Well, why you want to do that? That's not manly. Fuck manly. It is manly. Fuck that. Anybody trying to send me to jail and they go to jail, that shit funny as hell to me. Press 1. Don't play no games. You ain't willing to. Don't play with me. You going. Because I ain't. Press 1. I know what's in store with me. Y'all got this shit fucked up.
The wife wants to deal with the husband, they have to go through the state, and so on. Yeah. Yeah. And they tell you you have to get a divorce if you want to separate. When you get a divorce, you're still under contract with the state.
G, see? This is the part. The state don't replace God with itself and brought you down. Like it's the control of your relationship. Do the state got some type of foundation for you and your wife? No. There's no fucking foundation. There's no God there. It's the state, a soulless corporation. You telling me y'all watch Brother Polite make 4 motherfucking contracts with 4 different women? You think he pimping? This nigga married 4 different. You know what I'm saying? She's by contract. It's by contract. You need to know what a contract is. Facts. You need to know.
So you still have
Why would the state have to be involved with something you can do?
Work through the state. Even if you've been divorced 30 years, you work with the state. They get involved in every aspect of your life between the two of you with the state. So I said this in one of my classes in Alabama. And it was a class of the 10th Amendment Society. And the 10th Amendment Society down there took this to their state legislatures. And the state of Alabama no longer issues marriage licenses.
Wow.
They do what I tell them to do. And what I tell them to do is to take a holy Bible,
Look.
a family Bible that has
Look at this.
the pages in it,
Huh?
and you record the event, the date, the time, the place.
Huh? What'd I tell y'all? Can I get my roses now? I told you. You swear before God, G. You can't serve 2 masters. You serve before God, G. Bringing this to the scripture, to the word. I told you our names, our history, where the family Bibles all come from. They burned all the books because the Nazis knew all of the names was in the Bibles. So they burned them all up. Don't you get it? It's in the Holy Bible. You make a contract with who? With him himself. Not with a corporate entity. If corporate entity can't tell me what the fuck I can do, press 1. What? Oh, yeah. This illegal for you to have 3 wives. I'm about to have 3 contracts rolling out this right here because that's what black men do. That's what the fuck they be doing. I'm not saying me. I'm just saying that's like, you're not finna tell me. I'm not the one to be like, you're not finna tell me, but my girl can force me to go on down there. You not finna tell me, but my girl can tell me and convince me. Press 1. Yeah, okay. Get your ass down here. Do the wedding, okay? Dance around like you're fucking happy when you know you just spent all this money on nothing, on everybody else's excitement. Press 1. I could have bought some video games. I mean, like, damn, I should have just bought me a big ass TV. Added another fucking garage to my shit. Press 1. Upgraded my home. Press 1. Hell no. That's a lot of bread. I can't do it. Press 1. I'm looking for fathers and shit. Ain't y'all supposed to be taking care of this shit?
Who officiated, a couple of witnesses, and you do that with your births, your marriages, your deaths in your family.
And yes, right. And the territory you own. You got it? And the territory you own. It's all passed down. It's all in scripture. They separated you and took you out the Bible. Remember the names that's written in the Bible? Where the names at? Remember the Bible say the names that's written don't change nothing? What do you think we was talking about? Don't change nothing. All of your names is written in the book of life because you were born. You're a child of God because your name is written. He knew you already. If your parents knew your name before you was born, which was a custom in our people, then God knew you before you was even when you was in the womb, G. Facts. You're making me think a lot.
And you record them in a family Bible. The state of Alabama says take these to a probate judge.
Take them to a probate judge. Now check this out. If they just got here in the late 1800s and the early 1900s, tell me when they write the Bible over here. Tell me when the white man, they were speaking Russian and all type of things. Tell me when. Got all your family lineage and names and where they from and how they got there, all that. The Bible used to have 3-4 pages in the front where you can tell that whole story right there. Extra notes too.
Record them on the land with the county recorder.
Says that goes back to the 13th Amendment. Well, explain, said. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Hopefully this works out. But explain so I can explain it to them. If it goes back to the 13th.
It's every bit as legal as that. But you don't have the state as a primary in your life. That's how we're supposed to get married.
Can you use anything besides the Bible?
You ever hear a woman say, or a man say, we're going to pray over this situation. We ain't going to go to the state and get on the board. We're going to pray over this situation. What's the movie? The family that prays together stays together. Let me see if I can get said on the line. Let me get. Hey, said I'm gonna do my best to translate what you saying. The audience cannot hear you, but I can. So I'm gonna be translating a lot. What are you saying, champ? Oh, okay, so the original 13th Amendment was to revoke the titles of nobility. Okay, go ahead. All right, okay, you on the speaker now. You got the flow. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead. You got the floor. You on speaker now. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So the 13th Amendment was
was originally written to revoke titles of nobility. And the titles of nobility are what gave you the right to partake in the contract or to be an heir. Those were the original names, were the titles of nobility, which are the families that had the coats of arms. So if you were a noble, you would have a coat of arms to go with your family name, which was passed down through inheritance. It's heraldry.
Oh, so the names. Okay. So go ahead, King. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the question I was trying to call in earlier and ask you. So if they saying that it was never passed, but from what we studied, we can tell that it was passed. So the original titles of nobility were stripped. So those are the names that were stripped from the people, from the heirs. But the names that are on the names that we have now that are in all caps, that those are titles of nobility that they give us
Yes.
access to the minor estate.
Yes. And they and I thought you was about to ask something else, but I think you're about to. Go ahead. See,
Yeah,
it's by way of nobility that you would have access, so you need those names. Go ahead.
So the families that actually have a coat of arms, those are the heirs. Those are the heirs.
Those are the heirs. The coat of arms. These are your precepts we used to talk about, and your nobles and the people who can govern.
It's heraldry. So these are your landowners. These are your people these are your humanitarians. The original humanitarians.
The original humanitarians. The cross bearers.
Yes.
Yo, you go. Okay, go ahead, say it.
And there are only a few families coming from the British, Scottish line, the English people that actually have legal coats of arms. And the Gillespies are one. The Stewards, they have a coat of arms.
The Stewards, the Gillespies.
Macintosh.
Well, that's again the Max. The Max is dealing with the Gillespie clan.
The United Kingdom.
It's the damn. Yeah, you been on your shit. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, bro. So they put us. So that's what that even where it is where the QB trust comes in, because your title of nobility will be your straw man name, and it has to be offset in the private. So all the benefits of the trust or the minor estate are given to you, or
that's taxes. That's all of it.
Right, but it's all in public. It has to be pulled over into a private, in the private side of the ledger for it to be actually like
beneficial.
Used as credit, used as credit and not as a debt. The debt has to be offset in the private side.
Got you.
But it's only the real money. That's where the penny comes back in.
The one penny. Oh, we talked about this.
Yeah, but you have to have real money to offset this QB and wind up the trust, close out the straw man, and everything will be back into private or back on the side of the Constitution that deals in the common law.
So what do you think needs to happen? So why did you bring up the penny in this situation? The penny is what? Because the people you got to refresh their brains.
The penny is what the 13th Amendment citizen is worth after the gold was sold.
A penny.
Yes, it's 0.01%.
And the gold is what? 9999 point.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So they got the bad end of the deal, but at the same time, it's going to appear like the penny is the only legal tender in the world, in America.
Correct. It appears that it has to be one of those pennies that everybody's looking for. It has to be of the correct material.
Turns out the penny is the most profitable.
Right. But it'll have to be a penny back before they were minting them with I guess zinc or whatever it's made of now.
Yeah.
It will be that.
So the value would be higher than 0.1.
In all actuality, yeah.
Yeah. So it's actually, yeah.
Because you have pennies that came out of the what's the bank that it didn't come from the Federal Reserve. It came from like the greenbacks, and you have pennies still around in circulation that, well, they may not be in circulation, but they're still in existence from that mint.
Right.
Yeah, bro. That's what I was looking at this yesterday, and it's crazy that you brought it up because I was looking at heraldry and the titles of nobility because the lady she was talking about actually having the titles of nobility and how those names would go. Those names are the actual heirs.
So the heirs would be these specific families with these names, these specific names, and
It would be what?
it'll be with these specific names and duties per family.
They held a public office.
Yeah. So they would be like the senators. What you would consider the senators are judges and governors and things of this nature. Servants.
And even over probate, because like Joseph Gillespie, the one that jumped out the window with Abraham Lincoln, he was
Yeah.
a probate judge.
No shit.
Yeah, that was the whole reason for him and Abraham Lincoln jumping out of the windows because they were trying to avoid a quorum where you didn't have enough people to actually vote for whatever they were trying to do on that day.
They just jumped out.
Yeah, they jumped out the window. They said, yes, hello.
They did the Dre thing and got out of Dodge before the subpoena kind of thing. But yeah, man. Taj just said you opened up some new avenues of discussion for him and made things a lot more clear when dealing with this topic of discussion. I thank you. And if there's anything else, you got it.
No, that's it, bro. I just want to drop that. I'm not as present as I should be.
No, that's present enough. You right there. That's all it take right there. Let me know what you thinking. Thank you, champion.
Yes, sir.
My man, yeah. Present enough don't mean nothing to me. Present now is everything. Oh, no, don't worry about what you're not present enough. You called in right now and it woke somebody else up. It got somebody else thinking. And that's the important thing here is just like, bro, as long as we can stay mentally grounded and focused and have a pure heart and a pure spirit, you will see it. You will see it. Nobody, if you're not in the word of God and you being like, oh man, that Bible ain't real, that's because you was seduced by the dead. That's why. You not understanding has nothing to do with your total rejection. You got me? And a lot of us be coerced and don't know it to turn our backs on God and wonder why our lives be screwed up or there's no remedy or there's no. God got people in all places. When you hungry, all type of things happen. When you need God, watch what happened. I can't tell you. I'm not one of these charlatans that tell you, God is some genie, in a bottle waiting to be used up by you every time you need. I'm talking about like God for real. And when it's going, and wait a minute. When it's going down. So it's a blessing. It's not a horror film. God is real. It's all written, and your name is in the book of life. Now check this out. What does the end of the Bible say? If anybody, let me tell you, I'm gonna give you what's the end? Revelations what? What's the end? I know it's Revelations something. What is that? What revelation is that? Where it's talking about the changing and the blotting out of the names. And if you take, look, Deuteronomy 4:2, you should not add to the word which I am commanding you, nor take it away for it, so that you may keep the commandments of the Lord your God, which I am commanding you. So this is all in there, not to take from, don't add to, don't give. The scriptures interpret itself. Let me see here. Let me see Revelations 22:18. Let me see this. This is what I be doing. Y'all be thinking I be like I'm hood or whatever, bro. Bro, that's Cali niggas. We smart as hell. I ain't not smart as hell. That was kind of like oxymoron, but for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of this prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in his book. All those plagues that's hitting y'all, that's because y'all be adding to. Press 1. And if any man taking away the words of this book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life. Your name will be ripped right from that page. Press 1. And out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book. Thank you for that. This is like easy. Every man's supposed to be in his life like, no, baby, I'm cool. Like, nah, I ain't really trying to go that way no more. I ain't really trying to do too much for a fast buck. I really ain't. You know, I've been reading the Bible kind of like the Bible instructs man. And that's why we be conflicted, because it's just like everything that he's telling us not to do and we can do it, all changes when we get around y'all. Damn, that's deep, huh? I say everything the Bible tells us what to do and not to do, it don't become complicated until we got to explain it to our significant others and hope she can get with the program of me changing my life. But most women don't know how to be wise. If most women in America, they don't know how to. If a man changes his mindset, you was with him when he was down and out. You can't be with him when he's transitioning into greatness. That says a lot about you and where your spirit lies. You can't. You niggas be in the world of sin. Nigga, females to date us, call us while we in jail, come visit. Soon as a nigga change his life, press 1. Soon as a nigga change his life, bro, it's like, so you, damn, then realization kick in. You feel me? Like, damn, nigga can't even change his life, or can I? If I change, I can already see this ain't gonna last. I'm the type of nigga where it ain't gonna last. If you with me when I'm on food stamp, fuck, you ain't gonna be with a nigga when. What type of people are these? Press 1. So a lot of women don't even know how to be. They think they the prize. A lot of women in America think they the prize when they don't know God. What's the prize in that? I can die tomorrow. You feel me? What's the prize of being with people who don't know God? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that about? You know what I'm saying? If I'm on a date with you and I ask you, so what you feel about like God, and you say some dumb shit like God like a Christian way, I already know I'm finna Uber, press 1, Christian way. I'm just saying God, what's the Christian way? Y'all making this so hard, G, to just be regular people. And that's why you gotta turn this shit off. Turn social media off, turn this shit off, and get reconnected with your soul, with your heart chakra. Press 1 with your mentality. Get used to knowing you again. Cause there's so much fakeness out here and so many people giving false information. You hurt yourself. It's better to just live, experience, and get to know, you know?
The Bible under public law. Oops.
The Bible under public law is what?
Man. 97-280. Public law 97-280. The Bible is law.
Press 1. What's the law? The Bible. Say it with me. It's public what? Say it with me. Public what? 97-280. It's law. Mr. Gillespie ain't just talking. It's in me blood, mate. Gotta get the right vein. Like a crackhead. Press what? It's in me blood, mate. It's law, family. Public law. Somebody said in my chat room, public law versus private. Antitrust or the trust? Are you for Christ or are you anti-Christ? Are you for the prophecies was spoken of as that word and the curses? Are you just in the world thinking about it? I got time. Press what? It's on you. I'm not here to judge you that way, but I am here to convict the world because we in it, and we supposed to convict the world. We, as lawmen, is supposed to say that's wrong. You know, the best times I had at church, press one, is when the preacher convicted what I was doing, and he didn't even see what I was doing during the week. That'd make a man. You ever wonder why people stand up when the preacher is saying all the sin that's in the world? And I know, and they got all did the shit go crazy? Well, he really just condemn it. And the people who stand up are ashamed. You don't know that. They stand convicted. They stand in the sin. I'm a sinner. I'm standing. That hit home. Nigga, I was just at the house with all the broads, nigga, rolling up. What you talking about? Praise God, G. That you can even look at yourself like that. Like, damn, I was. Jeez. That type of conviction is the best part in church. You feel me? Because especially if you bring your kids there, because your kids, they talk bad about the church. But when your sons see how you feel about what he just said, and he gonna ask you about that, wow, I never seen my dad break down like that. I wonder what that was about. That was what little boys ask. Dad, what was all that? They be scared to ask, why was you crying? Oh, I wasn't crying. I was happy. Press what I was in. I ain't never felt that alive because it was true. But see, it's different. You don't that everything ain't about feelings and crying because you weak. A lot of it is rejoice that that burden is off your back, that you can give it to God. Press one to something external. You won't even know what you dealing with until that happens. You don't even know what burdens you did. Damn, look at Kev and Mo. You don't even know what burdens you dealing with until after you give it all to him. You don't even know that you had to dig so deep. You didn't even know you was still thinking about that shit that's triggering you. You talking about you healed in a relationship. Let me get back to this.
The Bible is the Word of God.
So if the Bible is law and the Word of God and it set the foundations, what y'all doing? What y'all doing over here? With death, with the dead, with the way of the world. If that's everlasting life and that's his law, Levitical, ecclesiastical, and you can see it in the Bill of Rights, and you can see it in the contract, and you can see the curses of what happened if you gave your money to these people. You can see it in history. There ain't no religion you can see in history like that. That prophecy was there before I was even conceived of. Press one, this was already written before me and you walk the earth. And gonna be here when we walk, and we walk right up out of here. Press one. You gonna walk right up out of here. Shh, that's deep.
Nation was founded on.
That's what I was saying. Sarnetta got time. He's still alive. See, God got me teaching Sarchetta. Principal Sarnetta TV. He got me. He ain't never heard that before. Press one. He ain't never heard that. He too busy playing down there talking about Jesus, Satan, and Jesus, Satan. Ha, ha, ha. He not up here. You know what I'm saying? He honored this. Press one. Tell him, D-Jack. Sarnetta, honor this. But what? Tell him, Sarchetta. What? Kev teaching us? Tazariak in class. Press one. They know I'm not condemning them, but I will destroy all falsehoods. Press one. All that allegorical, metaphysical God and Yahshua and this one and that one, you better come correct. Because whether it's Jesus, Yehoshua, Jehovah, doesn't matter. John 16 reads, press one, and he told you who you supposed to be looking for. And you sitting around waiting for what? When the person who told you to wait for this told you what you should be waiting and who's to come? Oh, no. Jesus didn't say, wait for Jesus to come. He didn't say that. He didn't say, then I'm going to come raise the dead from the cloud. He didn't say that. I just think my grandma and them was like, I was like, oh, shit. This is some deep stuff. Please, God, don't do this to me. Press one. But now that I got an understanding as a man and what law is, press one, I understand why there's no reason to fear. You You can't serve God and be this boastful about what you know. I mean, you can't serve God and be this boastful and then shy away when it's time. You feel me? God didn't put this in me to be, oh, I'm afraid to say something. Hell no. If a rapper can get up here and spew nigga destruction and this one and that one, Kev can do it like this. I can do this way. You know what I'm saying? Reprove the world of sin. Talk about it. Now, did Jesus say he was going to reprove the world of sin? No. No. I told you. The interpretation of the church and Peter is destructive to the brain, to God's people. Now, the word, it never changes, but they got a perspective and I got a perspective. They got a highly trained professionals, right? Of prophecy and all that. I too have a perspective. Who and what is God? I don't know you, twin. I don't know. If you don't, who and what is God? You tell me, twin. You go to this university, you tell me what God is. Let's settle this down, okay? Let's just talk about the nobilities. Let's talk about the people God put in power that you rejected, where they got the Jesus from, who it represents, and what is it all about. You traded in your king for murderers, bankers, and beasts. Barnabas, press one, Baal, you traded in the brother of James, King James. These are heirs. These are noblemen. Y'all trip. Y'all took this and became a whole daydream Disney religion when this is somebody's historical book. Let's talk about who God isn't. It's not a white man sitting on the clouds pointing this way like this one, or getting real close to touch man like this. It's not white man hanging on cross upside down in St. Peter. He doesn't have a fish hat on with a staff of hell. Press one. He don't have a bunch of followers with little hats on like this. Press one. That's what's not rolling. Those are the controllers of the sea, the Holy See. In fact, type it in Google. Open up a new tab on Google and type in the Holy See, so you can see who has power over the water and why the water needs power over the land to rule the airs. Okay?
Principles. And the Bible is law. And since 1607, we, the people, have been recording our marriages, our births, and our deaths in the Bible.
And you wasn't even here, sir, in 1607, because your great-great-grandmama was Russian. So, the 1600s and 1500s, our people been recorded. That's why we have this connection with God. Do you understand? Not his people. They just got here. We've had this connection with our Father. Okay? Pass these stories down in our scriptures. So our beneficiaries, press one, can know the story of where they come from. If I get a book, and if I get the Gillespie Bible, press one, I'm supposed to be able to say, oh shit, there's George and Martha and Elizabeth. Wow, I come from a lineage of, they burned all your books. Mean when Hitler, they said burned the books, what that means is white supremacists burned all of your Bibles. And what's in the Bibles? Your records. So your heritage was lost because they burned all the Bibles. Don't you get it? Hitler was against you. They burned them all up. So if your records is there, they know exactly how to destroy your records. And all of us had a Bible. Remember?
And recording them on the counties of this country since 1607. It wasn't until the 1930s that we started doing this.
It wasn't until when? 1933. Press one. It wasn't until 1933. Press one. I told you. Until you was robbed. I told you. when the Bible say a deception, a grand deception, and even the kings of Israel or the shepherds will be deceived. This is what is a strong delusion. A strong delusion. A strong mind controlled delusion. You know what delusional is? Compos mentis. I'm gonna learn French. I think French is my language. I want to talk shit in French. Press one. I want to say some shit in French. Press one. I think I'm gonna work on this. Say it. I think I'm gonna learn French a little bit. Press one so I can use foul language sexually. Press one. I can say all of these bad words and sound so elegant. Shout out to y'all in the chat room.
Any religious book, you have freedom of religion. But this country was founded on Christian principles.
That's right.
So as far as I know, it's any Christian Bible.
That's right.
The Bible, specifically the 1611 King James Version.
That's that white man they be talking about, remember?
Was declared the Word of God, was by Congress made public law.
Delusion is believing in a fairy tale. Shout out to you, twins. Thank you for blocking him for 300 seconds, Sheba, but he was right. Is when you believe in fairy tales, that's exactly what it is. And shout out to him. He tried. I told you, Wakanda forever, nigga. Press what? Wakanda, bro. Sit back. Huh! Watch out right now. You seen the bald head lady and goddamn Wakanda? That's what we got here. Whole army full of them. They protect the king, sir. They protect the king. And I'm just be playing around too. I'm a clown.
It's the best I can answer that.
Okay, so the Bible, how could you be African American and not believe in God? Because you're thinking of God in an astro wonderland or some stuff. You're not thinking about God. See? Let me see. King James writes this book. And it is now the word of God. Authorizes this book now officially the word of God.
For you.
Say it again. Forever, champ.
This is a problem. There's nothing, no line between these two, except through the state.
Would we be able to do that in Utah? Get married this way and go to a probate? No.
Yeah. You can do it in any state. Now, the church may not accept that. No. To get a temple recommend, they may require you have a marriage license with the state of Utah. See if they've been bastardized. Okay? It's not up to me.
Isn't
Check.
That now just a money
See, even he says it's not up to me. It's about what you do single-handedly as an individual. And then come back and say, how did it go? What happened? You can rent out a hall and do a marriage anywhere on earth. You don't got to go through nobody. This shit weird as hell.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
of course,
to me.
But it's more than that. Is to keep your persons legal, which is the undoing of God's laws, to keep control under the doctrine of parens patriae, 1P, 1P, 2Ps. Okay?
Incredible.
State as your parent. Once we understand these basic...
That's why you have the doctor. That's why you have a docket. I mean, the doctor, and you arrive on the what? On the what? Now, this goes back when me said, we were talking about this. And then they cut the umbilical cord, leave you what? Huh? Like a tugboat. Lost at sea. Press what? They cut that umbilical cord. All of it is commerce. All of it is resemblance of a ship being cut and tethered off back to sea, spinning around in any direction, like Pirates of the Caribbean. Every time he checked the compass, it was running around in circles. What the fuck? How do you follow a compass running around in circles? I don't. You tell me. You tell me in your life how you've been able to do that.
Principles, now you can move on and you can solve things. But until you know the basics, you can't solve anything.
No.
You just go around in this big old dumb circle and keep getting taxed your whole life. Taxed in one way or another, whether it's a fine or go to jail, whatever. See, I started talking about indictments. If you don't pay the bill, you're brought up on charges. If you don't pay the charges, you're asked to bond.
You don't pay the bill, you're going to be brought up on charges. You don't pay the charge, you're going to be asked to pay ball.
If you don't pay the bond, your body is held as surety for the bond.
Your body is held as assurance, as a surety for the bond.
Well, they steal from your trust.
When right from that point, they just go into that trust.
They take from your SSTV trust out of your court case number, which is a CUSIP number.
Ooh, don't that make sense?
It's regulated by the Securities and Exchange
Every
Commission.
criminal mind should be blown right now. That's why they need us in jail. That's where they be getting the money from for us. That's where they do this, right, Todd? This is what the fuck they do. And when you in jail, you don't think about it. You're just like, how they making all this money? I know they ain't making it off them M&Ms over them high-priced M&Ms. Press 1.
You can look them up. Fidelity.com, if you know how to navigate their website. They make their website hard to navigate. An easy one is GMEI Utility. GMEI Utility, you can simply go up to the upper right-hand corner, click on the little hourglass. It brings down a little search window and it says, search for an LEI. And you type in your birth certificate number or your social security number or any of your CUSIP numbers. LEI or LIE? LEI. And it will show you the companies that are buying and selling you. Yeah. Jody pulled it up during lunch on her. How many thousands of accounts did you have?
150 some odd thousand.
Just under your social security? Yeah, so that's one CUSIP number of hers. And she had 100,000 plus companies buying and selling her.
Which is illegal. Which is illegal. That's how you became a slave. A slave to debt. Which is illegal. Human trafficking was outlawed by the kings, by the founding fathers. Press 1. Who set law and made you pirates. You know? Press 1. Look at Todd. Chattel. Make sense? Now you're chattel. That easy. I knew I can bring y'all up. It's that easy. Don't think harder than it is. Don't even try to think. Just let it flow.
How much money did you have in there?
Well,
Will it show you how much money you have?
well, they buy them in groups, bundles.
Okay.
10,000,
Told you. They buy them in bundles. 10,000.
25,000, 100,000. Okay, let's just say they average $25,000 times 100,000. Look how many zeros that is. Okay?
They stole your gold ship. Your strawman.
Worth millions and millions and millions of dollars. They have done a very good job
I just don't see.
investing, hypothecating, buying and selling, rolling those things over. They bundle them, they roll them over, they hypothecate them, and
151,000, almost 152.
yeah, almost 152,000 companies buying her United States Treasury bonds under her CUSIP number.
You see that? So what do you think the stock market is? All these numbers flopping around every day. And at 3 o'clock, right before the world wake up, they close. Press 1. Then another full day right after 3. Press 1. Say with me. They barred the use of titles of nobility. Of course they barred them. They barred him by way of, well, what does it mean to be barred? I mean, you can't stand for yourself no more. You're taking out a commission. You need somebody to speak for you. Hey, we got lawyers for you. We got lawyers for you.
And just for the info,
And she can't even go buy a brand spanking new Lexus. See? You see what I mean? Hundreds of millions of dollars in her account.
we did it on a dead person's social security and they're still doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And they're still doing
Yeah,
it.
we did it at a dead person's Social Security, and they're still rolling. Yeah, because it's immortal. It's an illegal church. It's a dead corporation or a corpse. It's dead. See, that's why you worship sin and death. That's why Jesus say, or the scriptures say, the last sin to be defeated is what? Death. Death. Because you're dead. Death, you need a redemption process to help slaughter death. You know, the awakening of the folks or the valley of the dry bones is the end of death. Yeah. Your waking up is the end of death worship, the death culture, the goat.
My dad died in 1989, and I think it was last year, I pulled his Social Security up. They're still buying and selling him. They don't care, see? They don't care. It lives on in perpetuity forever.
Forever, just like she said, by the Catholic Church. See, you sold your soul. When you got a tombstone over ground, that's a ledger. I mean, you can use my name. You can sell, I am now giving my soul back. You get it? To be used again. Because the church, you give it all back to the church. The church, I think, is the controller of the trustees of the major estate, to be honest with you. But they have that clause from back in the day. What the kings were trying to protect you from was a person selling their soul or making a deal with a corpse, with the dead one. And that's what we all have been accustomed to doing, putting these tombstones on our graves. Those are those are ledgers. These are real contracts being made with this world. Press 1. You're saying you can use my name again and again. Where do you think they be getting these names of these dead people from? It's in agreement. For sure. You don't know it, but it is.
Right? What difference does it make?
Yeah.
Right? That's why they refer to us as chattel, which is cattle. And now I think we've digressed to sheep. We've become Ovid. Well, the United States Code is a wonderful thing. I keep telling the people that make the United States Code your friend, because that's how we hold our public servants accountable. It's not for them to use against us, but they do use it against U.S. citizens, because you're one of them.
Yeah.
They use it against each other.
So if you're married in another country, is it the same thing with their certificate?
Well, if it's a United Nations country, how many people think we won World War II?
No, this can't be. No, son. Help, family. Press 1. Come on, don't say it. Don't say it.
No, come on, really. How many people actually think we won World War II?
I guess it depends on what your definition of win is, but I'd say we did all right.
Most people think we dropped a bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki and Japanese surrender and we won World War II. No, just Japan surrendered. Okay? Out of all of our enemies and all of our allies, we were the only country that was not a United Nations country.
Told you. I fucking told you. You wasn't with the rest of the world. The rest of Oh, shit. You wasn't in that. Bro, you was your own free people. You wasn't in no United Nations. What's the United Nations? So it looked like the United Nations came here, bingo, and took over. Yeah, all of y'all. I told y'all they had your flag. You are children of George Freeman. Provided a royal charter for you. And you sitting up here letting foreigners dictate to you when you got all the power. It's the only place in the world you got all the power to say, we don't want you here like that no more. You can't do that to us, police. Go vote it in. Go tell them what they can do. Oh, I don't know. I was just, I don't think, man. People, man, I don't want. You.
So the only way we ended the war was September 7th, 1945. We signed the United Nations Treaty, which took effect 90 days later on December 7th, 1945, which coincidentally Pearl Harbor was December 7th, 1941. So we ended the war technically on the same day that it started. But we signed the United Nations Treaty. We gave them Manhattan Island. How do we know that? Well, Rudy Giovanni, when he was mayor of New York City, the press came to him and said, can't we do something about all these guys with all these parking tickets down there on Manhattan Island? And he said, I don't have any control over Manhattan Island. I'm just the mayor of New York. Well, isn't Manhattan right smack dab in?
Right. See? And the person has to understand, this is fairly new. Twins, have a seat in my classroom. You're doing too much talking. Before they came here, there were no Bibles. Please. Please. Before you breathing, there was a Bible. Okay? The king, you heard what they said? Are you stupid? You talking 1600s, sir. The Bible was here. This is all property of the king. You don't know what you talking about. Press 1. You just don't know what you talking about. Therefore, you have been expelled. Coffee and Kush TV. Shout out to the people who contribute to this page. If you would like to do this before the shout out come, make sure you hit my Gills gang. How many people up in here? If all 376 people send $1 to my Cash App, it'll be all worth it. It'll be all worth it. Everybody, $1 to the Cash App, get you the shout out at the end of the show for broadcasting, and that's what it is. But shout out to Fletcher. Shout out to my man Taj. They contribute more than $1. But Bocat. Shout out to Amanda. Shout out to Jason Harris. Shout out to Jeanette Priester, of course. Teresa, you was a blessing, of course. TC, my guy Brian, Yas Chosen, Taj, Swish, TC. Again, shout out to Royal Purple, always contributing to this program. Shout out to you guys. My man, shout out to you. I don't see you too much, Berkeley, but it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for the support, and I'm glad that you learning. Shout out to B. Samuel for the super chat. Shout out to you.
In the middle of New York City?
So he has no power over Manhattan. Why? Because the United Nations is an invading army. You see how quickly that went? The United Nations is an invading army. Shout out to Brian once again. Sir, your blessing. Thank you for that. Do you know that the unmuted states of a... Listen, Eric, you talking too much. Stop asking me what I know. Press 1. I don't know about that. I don't know what you're saying because you're not saying nothing. Press 1. Call it in. Eric, call it in. Don't be asking me if I know something. I know a lot. What do you know pertaining to the subject matter?
Yeah, because it's the United Nations owned it.
Why do they?
We gave it to them.
Yeah, look how he tells them, because we gave it to them. It's a part of the deal. They all get a part of this place. You see, friendly person sitting right there who don't know your true history, press 1. We came this way because of this. We defeated niggas, black people, Buffalo Soldiers. We got them up over in North Africa. Bro, we beat them. Now it's time to go invade their shit. Ain't nothing but women and children there. Press 1. Ain't nothing but women and children there. Press 1. Shout out to Alex. Alex got timed out in my chat room for talking so damn much, so he contributes to the page. Mrs. Hornick, shout out to you, and shout out to 6'2" Doll. She says, this is a great class. Shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all leave something there. Waterworld says, re-support for supporter of Waterworld. Did I unblock you, Waterworld? If not, I got you. Anjanita Moore, shout out to you. And the rest of y'all, shout out to y'all. That's what I'm talking about.
In the 1945 treaty, United Nations treaty.
Yeah, so if that's the 1945 treaty, and then Israel's created in 1948 by the United Nations Charter, why did we give United Nations this again on our land, foreigners, a whole island? See, that's how you know people don't know their history, because that's illegal. That's illegal in American spirit, that 50 nations can have an island off our coast. Russia, Germany, Kazakhstan, all nations who invaded you got their own United Nations front right there on the coast. You never thought about that and wonder why China opened up a police station right up the street? Because you as a sleep giant is not fully awakened. I'm gonna give you that. You're not fully awakened, because if your mind worked, you'd be up. You'd be up. I know you would. So we're gonna keep working at that. And I know you will be, because this information affects me to speak. Overriding the Democratic hood shit, YouTube street shit that going on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It overrides that. I just feel like if you got something like this inside of you to where you can express yourself, to where it's teaching others like that, that's what YouTube is about. That's what we're supposed to be doing. It's easy to get up here and talk about what? Typical shit that get us views. You feel me? Typical shit that get us views. But I'm so glad I've been building Kev Gills TV, Kev University without any special effects and no special guests, not just knowledge and wisdom, and building the platform to where my supporters support me outside of YouTube. You got me? Outside of YouTube. So you look on my YouTube statistics on one of these websites, that shit gonna say $15 this nigga made this month. So when other YouTubers see, let's see what Kev make on YouTube, they type my name into the little stupid website and they say, Kev made $15 this month. They be laughing and shit. Press 1. Shout out to Bill B. Shout out to you with that $10 super chat. They be laughing at me, Bill, and be like, not even knowing I got a whole support team off of YouTube. I use YouTube for my advertising. You got me? They use it because they got to, and they got to work hard. I use it as my advertising. Patreon.com/KevGillsTV, or get in my Cash App, my cash tag. Rico just donated for resurrecting the dead. Black heirs of God. See, because that's what it's about. It's about the dead, black heirs who's not honoring their oath. You're not honoring your oath. You are in breach of contract. You are not honoring your oath. Therefore, I gotta come wake your ass up, because you gonna honor your oath or go into the Dead Sea, to the pits of hell, to the bottomless pit with the rest of the world. Because they going. This is my favorite slogan for jail. Oh, they going. For sure, for sure. You can go to LA. For sure, for sure. You going. We go to jail. But you going to hell if you don't repent. The bottomless pit, the maritime law, the Holy See, all that is going to plunder itself. All of it. They way of teaching what Peter don't taught, the the Pentecostal churches in the South. Peter don't took over the churches of the South. Now we worship Christmas in every Nordic religion there is. Press one. By way of we worship Mammon too on Christmas. Christmas is the worst event ever for nice people because we all turn into demons trying to get stupid shit. Like it's all ain't gonna be there tomorrow. Kev Roll, Coffee and Kush TV. I'm gonna be real with you. A little bit more of this, and I'm out.
We gave them 50 miles along the Mexican border.
We gave them 50 miles along the Mexican border too. So who your border patrol?
Did you know that?
No.
50 miles wide.
No.
Those farmers down there that are right up against the border think they own their own land. They're sitting on the United Nations property.
Told you. And we got to make them vacate. Press one, get all our country. Press one. Yo, Coffee and Kush TV, you on?
Epic studies, man. I was just wanting to call in and give you your flowers, brother. This is grand information you dropping for the people, and I just want to come in and give you your flowers.
Who is this and where you calling from? Where you at, champ?
Oh, this is Epic Studies, brother.
Oh, Epic Study. What's up, bro?
Not much, man. I just wanted to call in. Then there was a comment I made in the chat. I just wanted to, kind of clear that up. It says unmuted, but
I know what you meant. I was trying to bait you to come on the air. And it worked. So tell me what you was trying to. He said, I gotta be on the air now. So tell us what you were saying, champ.
Yeah, I was just saying, man, it was just really a general question, just asking the people in the chat, people that didn't know that the United States is a, permanent member, and they're one of the 4 permanent members of the UN, which used to be the League of Nations. And that's all.
Who's the other members? Do you know? Who's the other main members?
I didn't say they're and the other 3 are European countries.
Like
I pulled up in front of me, but I believe it's Switzerland, United States, Britain, and another one.
Everybody who's been held hostage, all of us, the Americans, the old Brits, the Swedish banks, and let me guess, fucking Russia or Germany. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to pull it back up, bro. I don't have it in front of me.
All right.
I'm actually out right.
Thank you, champion.
No problem, baby.
My man, if it ain't nothing better than me hearing brothers who waking up to that, because we all heard different knowledge. I'm 42. I know I don't look at it. No, I'm pressed one. I'm getting gray hairs. I got gray hairs and all that. But I'm saying we grew up. We always felt like it was more to the story. This is more to the story. I think we're always on some quest to know more with the grace of God. And so a lot of men, whether they Moors, African, Hebrew Israelite, it doesn't matter what sector of who we think we are. I think the more we start talking, the more all of us get a grand understanding of what's real and what's allegory, what's law. Because even you get to the Muslims, even the Nation of Islam, the thing is all law. So God is all law, right? I'm thinking of a metaphysical, right? But the more I study, I'm realizing the law of the air, the land, and the sea, and the controller of that is God. And in law, you will find God. And that's leaving out all the allegorical concepts that we got of God. My thing of all law is the air, land, and sea. And in that construct, you will find God. Not that God is Allah or all law, but his divine plan, the way we supposed to be living. I think the law, all of it, is how we get back to God. The law of the sea, learning the law of the land, and the law in the air. Because again, George Washington, well, let's say God and all of this stuff that's in our political, George Washington is in heaven in the Capitol building, in the clouds with all the girls calling you to come on up with the law. You at the bottom saying, "My religion, am I?" I think if we study law law of the water, king of the mermaids, king of the land, king of the air. And of course, the Messiah comes through the cloud. The air, or descends from the airs, or the clouds. Have we taken religion concepts too allegorical and not enough reality and in law so we can see that God has been in control of this whole time? I can't see God being in control from a Disney perspective or no other perspective. Law, land, air, water. You cold, professor. Sir, Jonathan. Sir, that's all I'm saying. Law, land, air, water. And we be like Captain Planet. When our powers combine, nigga, I am Captain Planet. Y'all seen the cartoon? Press what? Yeah. Like that. Like that. Probably why Nip don't have a headstone. Probably. But probably. Probably. So shout out to my super chat, B Samuels, which is my moderator, and Bill B, and an apple. Shout out to you for that, man. I appreciate y'all.
What about Alaska and Hawaii that became states after December 7th, 1945?
Woo-wee. Woo! So they wasn't even states. That was open territory. They was flying in through Alaska. Came down on Washington State, Oregon, California. Woo-wee.
If you look in our laws, it says we have 47 states and Canada in our laws.
And Canada.
We don't have Alaska and Hawaii. They're under the United Nations.
See? Those are Pacific Islanders. So the Pacific Island states are ran by the United Nations? That's Japan. Nigga, if you ask me, what? So everybody's playing the United Nation role. You don't even know if those Polish people, are they Mexicans? A Mexican don't know if he's European, Polish, or if he's really speaking Spanish and been down here building pyramids this whole time. You got to question everything, like the Spanish War. You got these theaters of war in your brain, and you think it's real. Russia said they want Alaska back this past weekend. That's United Nations issue. Press 1. That's their issue, not ours. Alaska ain't nothing but ice and people who live in the igloo and fish. And you got to make a hole and throw a fishing stick in there. I don't know too much about Alaska, but I'm saying. He telling you straight out, G. If you can listen.
You know what else we gave them?
What we gave them?
Part of our national parks.
Oh, my goodness.
Gave them all of our police forces except our county sheriff's department.
Oh, okay. Now you know who you fighting against. The United Nations ain't coming. They already been here since the war. What'd I tell you? These people, hey, Todd, I know you tripping. All our life we've been worried about some damn Illuminati, the UN troops in America. Alex Jones said that line and that line and that line. But Mr. Gillespie is telling you, you've been in the New World Order this whole time. And when you open your eyes to see, you're going to see why your country has been ran the way that it is. They don't know how to steer this boat no more. They just throwing shit at the wall. Propaganda. I hope it works. I hope this shit works. Do you know that was hydrogen that's a plume of smoke there in Ohio? Press 1. You know that was hydrogen.
Every city police force in the United States is United Nations.
I told you. I'm up here Them little niggas down there with all these views on rap and shit. Mentally, I could not even be changed by the world. I'm already changing the world, like Pac say. I can't even be conform. I can't even conform. I see it so clear. You feel me? They can't take the pressure. They pussy. Press one. They can't take the pressure. That's truth. Strangles them like the dead hand of Mortimer. Press one. They can't take the pressure. They pussy.
I built the City of Bend Police Department building, and on the blueprints there were 2 locker rooms. Each locker room had 115 lockers in them, and a bench down the middle.
Go ahead.
And all these lockers in both rooms were identical.
To what?
Except this one had a bolt door, but they were identical. Same lockers. Forgive my artwork. I'm not much of an artist. But when I built the City of Bend Police Department building, I had to build 2 locker rooms. And I said, how come? Well, because this one's filled with the duty uniforms, and this one's filled with their United Nations uniforms.
So when they have to switch over.
If you look at State House Department publications 6.
Family, what I'm telling you is that should just hurt I ain't gonna lie to you. Because it lets me know that these ain't gangs in our police forces. This is a whole invading army. This is a whole invading army. Facts.
6227, written in 1961. It's an order from the United Nations to tell the police departments to begin to find ways to confiscate our firearms. A foreign nation has to work through our State Department. So all the police get instructed from the State Department. We found this out in Houston, Texas, when the floods happened a few years ago, and the City of Houston Police Department had to put on blue uniforms. There's warehouses all over this country with UN.
I told y'all, them damn Chicago police, that's United Nations. I ain't never seen no police. Them motherfuckers supposed to have an American patch on, and them motherfuckers got Argentinian patches. Look like United Nations with 3 stars on them. And y'all be sitting up here, these people look weird. These motherfuckers look like Moroccans and Moors and Europeans and Yugoslavians and Africans. Lightfoot look like a goddamn African from goddamn Senegal some damn where. Shout out to my people from Senegal. Hey, she look like Akon or somebody. What I'm saying. And while you singing and dancing, worried about some damn relationships, there's a whole fucking war. You think them black cops who just killed that little boy, huh? You think that's new? No, y'all should have seen how they had Kev Gills right there. Just last year. When was this? A year and a half, 2 years. You should have seen the look in his eyes. Press 1. I said, what the fuck? Who the fuck are y'all? Them motherfuckers. Pow, he reached type of motherfuckers. Press 1. So I had to make sure them cameras and audio tapes was rolling just in case y'all heard a nigga the next day. You hear me? They put a nigga on TV. Press 1. I had to make sure your camera's rolling. How about that audio? Well, let's make this shit look good. Press 1. You got to know it's groups out here in police forces. And they're pretending like they're not running out the federalized State Department or the Justice Department. See? The feds is calling all the shots. You see? That fast. United Nations. 50 niggas is what's on Tupac chest. 50 of them.
ATACs, assault vehicles, in them, all over this country, that the chief of police has access to.
Yes. And therefore, when y'all in y'all neighborhoods and y'all see they new battering rams, they new trucks, why do you think they looking more materialistic? Press 1. I just got word 5 minutes ago that Ukraine believes there's too many black people in America. Press 1. Ukrainians, they believe it's too many of us over here. Press 1. I'm gonna give y'all that report real soon. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post it on my Instagram, on my Patreon, so you can see it yourself. Press 1. Yeah. Press 1. They done lost their way, y'all. All you gotta do is type it in Google. Oh yeah, that's what they want. See, but you remember that movie? They Live? We got one who can see. Man, that's me. I can see. And I'm not afraid to tell you what I see. And that's what they got you. Afraid to say what you see. Shh. See no evil, hear no evil. No, we condemning all evils over here. Yeah, we're condemning it all.
And so
He can't touch it until the United Nations tells him he has to. What is the legal definition of the word treaty? It's a contract or agreement between two foreign nations and or entities.
Oh, press 1. Oh, on my land, the Treaty of Paris. Oh my goodness. All foreigners. I'm gonna stop that there. I'm gonna stop that there because this is a lot, and we've been on the air for 3 hours and 6 minutes. Yes, you're gonna go back and you're gonna watch it. All of them are treaties within themselves. All foreigners. What I tell you about the World Fair? We're all them at war at the same time, yet they're all here having a grand old party with military and everything. Something ain't right about history. How could y'all be at war with each other, but yet partying like a motherfucker in America? That ain't rolling with me. Press 1. It's a social contract. Just said it in the chat room. A social contract. Okay? Social engineering. Press 1. So we gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna eat some lunch, get my smoke, and come back for Caro at night. If you want to participate in Caro at night, we're gonna be just reacting off of love videos. I gotta do some editing and send this to Kevin G. But we're gonna be doing some reaction videos later on today, dealing with some of the most funniest people who come on, Kendra G and Anton Daniels and the rest of these love gurus out in the world. I think it's hilarious. I think it sparks great conversation over here. You know what I'm saying? I think it sparks great conversation here. And maybe we can begin the discussion of what real men, real women, God-fearing men, God-fearing women want in each other rather than some outside force telling us. Kevin G at night, that's going to be right here tonight on Coffee and Kush TV, channel 54. Cavro University resumes first thing in the morning with a continuance of the Great Revelation. Trust me, I ain't going to put too much than you can bear. Trust me, I can barely, my stomach and head hurt after watching these videos. If y'all see videos out there that y'all want me to relay back to the class, I will be posting my new Instagram on my Patreon, so everybody's on Instagram can know where I'm at on my Patreon. Can hit me up on Instagram if you want to participate in the show. You can come up on Instagram, press 1, and face-to-face chat with me in the chat room right there on Kevin G, which is right here, but it'll be on the Kevin G show, of course. And if that's it, thank y'all for tuning in with me with another great day. Knowledge and wisdom, understanding the linguistics. A lot of us ain't ever heard these words before. Ain't really even tried to look into. We type like this. We ain't never put nothing constructive. Do a little research, call in with whatever. I bait a lot. A lot of my subscribers know that. I talk a lot of shit. But you see what happened? A lot more men called in. You feel me? And that ain't off of bait. And I really feel like we got to defeat the coward that's in us. You feel me? And I did it, and I'm a non-affiliate in LA. Press 1. Y'all know what that means? I'm not a gangbanger. I'm a non-affiliate. You non-affiliate right here. Take a lot to stand up for yourself as a non-affiliate in jail or around gangbangers and shit like that. So you can do it on this computer for sure, for sure. Kev Rowe. She would say progress. And as always,